Chris are ready to go.
Yes, indeed. Welcome in on a Wednesday. Midway through the week, Gwynn and Chris on 97.3 The Fan. Chris Ello, Tony Wood Jr., Matt Scraby, and suffice to say, guys, it is going to be a hot time in the studio this afternoon. We are excited, and you've tuned in on a great day to join the program. Coming up here very shortly, like in 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to we have our good friend John from Temecula is here, and he is he's a hot and spicy
pepper aficionado.
Pepper aficionado.
Don't worry, I have plenty of questions for
And so anyway, this all started out. And look, first of all, let me just say welcome in. Hello, everybody. And you're not missing any breaking sports news today. Nothing
Edward
major.
Cabrera was traded.
Okay. Gee, then let's start the show over. Get that in.
He was, though.
Yes, he was. But
Where was he
said,
traded?
other than that, all right, you're not missing much.
The Cubs have acquired him.
Yes,
so,
that's correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah,
all right. But anyway, and we'll get into the Aztecs. Nice win last night, et cetera, et cetera. But John, talking about all this hot and spicy and the chili peppers and the whole thing. And I guess I don't even know how to start it, Tony. Maybe you can help me here. I know Adam Klug, though, our boss and the big director of the station here said, I'd like to get in on one of these challenges to eat some really hot food. And so it was the whole idea for today was that Adam Klug on air was going to come in, and John Temecula is here and going to give Adam let's see how Adam does on the hot food challenge. But since then, it has expanded, and now I am the happiest guy in the world.
Me too.
Tell everybody what's going to happen now.
Well, apparently Scravy is also in
Scravy's
this. Yeah, I didn't.
When did this plan get concocted?
Listen, I'm not sure how or when it was concocted. I just know when I walked in today, I got word that you were also involved.
I know it was concocted.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, my friend, for stepping up to this challenge.
That's nice of you, man.
Klug has, Adam Klug has had to write a check that his backside is not going to be able to cash.
Is that the way you're looking at this? Adam Klug has talked a big game. Now he's going to have to see if he can do it.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I was so excited. The Scraby has stepped up.
Man,
I think it's a really nice.
I didn't see this coming.
It's a nice gesture because otherwise Adam would have to go through this whole thing alone
by himself.
And now he's got the support. Scraby is going to be right there next to him.
I think Scraby recognized how he had to go through it by himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want Adam to have to experience it. He's always, taking up for Adam most of the time anyway.
Guys, we've worked together for like 8 years. I don't even know at this point how long we've worked together.
8 years.
The last time we did this challenge, remember how mad I was at you guys? Because you guys were enjoying it. You guys were just like, this is the greatest thing in the world.
Yes, I do
this
remember
is
how
so
mad
good.
But you know what happened, Scraby?
And you signed me up for it, and I was actually legitimately mad.
No, we didn't sign you up for anything. I believe you
said when you went to Thai restaurants, you ordered your food. You did. You said you ordered your food at a 10.
Yes.
And we said, get out of here.
You who did that.
No, here's what
you did that to yourself.
Okay, you're right. I did say that, but then I didn't think you guys were going to be like, all right, well, Thursday we're going to be doing a Thai challenge. And Scraby's going to do it.
You're on a radio talk show, Scraby.
That's what you should have
I'm not a stunts guy.
You should hit the button. Congratulations. You played yourself.
How did I play myself?
Because you popped off.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Don't ever pop off on this show. You are going to get called out for sure. All right, so
hold on. I'm not ready to move past this yet.
Well, move past it.
We got things that are getting ready to pop off.
You two to at least take a little bite.
I might do a little bit.
Yeah, I won't. I'm hiding behind the fact that I have an Aztec game to broadcast tonight, and I can't take any chances.
Be drooling over yourself.
Exactly. I can't take any chances. I'm going to hide behind that.
Fine, that's fair enough.
But anyway, the whole ghost pepper challenge with Adam and Scraby is coming up in the next segment, so don't go anywhere. But we do want to, fill you in. It is a sports show. We're going to get into the Padres a little bit today. CBS Sports has done their off-season rankings so far. C- for the Padres to this point. Now, it's fine. You can put whatever grade you want to put because the offseason is not over yet.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It seems it's fun to do, but it's like telling me the score in the second quarter. So the Padres get a C- so far. And if you want to know how CBS Sports arrived at this, I have no idea. Because the only team they gave an A to is the White Sox. And if somebody can tell me if the White Sox even made a move during the offseason.
They signed a bunch of moves.
They signed the big
they signed a Japanese player.
Yeah, that hits a bunch of home runs.
According to the story, that's the only thing they've done, but the CBS people thought that was really brilliant of the White Sox.
The bar was kind of low, though.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of...
So the signing of this player from Japan for the White Sox might take them from 50 to 55 wins. Anyway, we'll discuss the Padres situation, what's coming and going. The Aztecs last night, thank goodness for the Texas Tech Houston game, which ran overtime. It always does. It was the game before the Aztecs on TV. So if you're like me, you DVR the Aztec game.
Most people aren't, but yes.
Right. Oh, but even if you're not and you were watching live, when you tuned in to watch the Aztec game, you didn't see the Aztec game. You saw the end of the Texas Tech Houston game. What you missed was the Aztecs coming out of the gate and immediately falling behind 14-2.
Yeah, they
looked awful at the beginning of the game.
The game hit them in the face pretty good.
Right.
To start that
You're
ball
like,
game.
oh, man, just when you keep thinking this team's going to turn the corner, and maybe actually by night's end they did.
I was going to say that it said a lot to me that as bad as they got down, by halftime they were right back in it. They got right back in it.
Right.
And then they kind of took control. You know, those runs are going to happen in basketball. We see it at the professional level.
Sometimes it happens right out of the gate.
It's just going to happen. But to be able to weather the storm
on the road,
I thought a couple things. I thought Miles Bird played one of his better games.
He had to be relieved a little after that.
It was like all the guys that I'd been a little mad at all played terrific.
Miles Bird, he floated in there, hit some really tough shots. Defensively,
he stuck with it.
He had his hands in the passing lane all day, blocking shots. Yeah, that was a Miles Bird game
for sure.
Guath is still not playing a lot,
but you know what?
When he's out there, he's being very effective.
I saw a lot more of the Guap that we had seen last year. It's in small flashes, but it seems like he's starting to trust his body a little bit more.
I hope so. The one thing that they pointed out as the game went along is that the Aztecs badly outscored them in the paint. And to me, that is where Guath should control the game, especially at the defensive end of the floor. But early on, Nevada was just knocking in threes, and you just have to hang with them. And really, B.J. Davis was not having a good scoring game. No. But if you look at the box score, he did what all good players should do when they're having a bad scoring game. Get assists, get rebounds, get steals, do what you can to help the team win. So kudos to B.J. Davis for doing that. And really, everybody contributed. Nobody had more than, I think, 12 or 14 points. They all kind of just did their thing. And that was a good win on the road.
How about the young freshman? After sitting on the bench for almost 30 minutes, comes in, knocks those 2 free throws down there at the end of that ball game that kind of gave them a little bit of breathing. How often have you seen those free throws missed?
They're not easy to make.
And then they come down, they hit a 3, and all of a sudden it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, and Miles Heide made the play of the night.
Yes,
he did. He went to the boards.
Shout out to Miles Heide,
got the rebound. He couldn't convert the 3-point play because – after all, he's a 38% free throw shooter.
Right.
But it was still a hell of a big play, and I was happy for Miles Heide to be involved. Good win for the Aztecs. And, despite all of our complaining and worrying, they are 4-0, and they're tied for first place in the conference with Utah State. So good on them. All right, we got a lot to get to. We've already told you the Ghost Pepper Challenge is coming up. Adam will come in studio. Scraby's getting ready. John from Temecula is ready to administer the challenge.
I'm not doing anything over
Stop
here.
interrupting me.
You're getting ready.
Stop interrupting me. Get ready.
Scraby's getting ready. Scraby didn't know that he was doing this when he woke up.
Don't believe Scraby.
Get ready.
This guy brought bread. He brought milk.
He's got bread. If you didn't know you were doing this, why do you have bread?
He brought it. Not Adam. He brought it. So
for Adam.
Okay, well.
I texted Adam. I said, do you have a request in bread? He told me
I don't believe
honey oat. And I was like, no, I'm getting you.
We need to see receipts on that.
It's a good thing you brought a full loaf because you're going to need some of it as well. AJ Cassavell will be on. We'll get back to baseball after Scraby and Adam get their torture and all the regular stuff a little later. Gwynn and Chris, Wednesday. Welcome to it,
you guys.
Of all breaks in the history of the show, don't go anywhere on this one.
Please stay put.
Because we'll be right back on Gwynn and Chris.
It's the drive-in to win triple grand draw for a grand prize
Thank
of
you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Scraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not mean for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Scraby's giving out strokes. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm gonna laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Scravy, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper and a Scorpion pepper. It's also in the shape of a coffin, which doesn't make me very happy about that. It doesn't make me feel good. Oh, extreme heat, it says. I'm going to try a little bit first, just so I don't die, I guess. That's the thing I'm saying. This looks... I don't even know if I should be eating this. It looks like it has mold or something, but let's see how hot it is. Let's go. There's a little bit of spice there. It's going. Oh, man. This is hot. It's not that bad, though. I still have this side to go. It is getting hot. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is like getting crazy. Now it's kicking in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this. Honestly, it's getting serious. I gotta go with the milk. My mouth is dying right now. Yeah, this is not fun, guys. Never gonna do that again because my mouth is on fire.
For a limited time only.
Hey, it's Chris Ello from Gwynn and Chris. You know, I lost 37 pounds on the program. I've kept the weight off for 2.5 years. Start your year off right. SD Fat Loss will help you look better and feel better.
Whether you want to love what you see in the mirror again, boost your energy, fit better in your clothes, or feel more confident and healthier as you age, SD Fat Loss works. Huge New Year's sale is ending soon. Schedule your free consultation today at sdfatloss.com and lock in your savings. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finished first
Thank
marriage.
you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Scraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not mean for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Scraby's giving out strokes. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm gonna laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Scravy, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. That was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper.
What do you think? Or
Well, I mean, he was stalling getting in here. He had to go get the milk that he had like 35 minutes to prepare for. He wasn't quite ready, but he's here now.
I do have a job, you know, guys.
Yeah, this is part of it today. I mean,
when's the last time you really did any work past 2:15 in the afternoon? We know all the East Coast places are closed down by now.
so with Scraby in this bit here and Adam here.
I thought
Also,
you said something else.
yeah,
In this bit.
You're good, man. I got you. I'm a professional. Adam, what are your thoughts right now as you sit with the bowl
I mean,
of ghost pepper
For
sauce
those watching on the 97.3 The Fan YouTube channel,
Yeah.
this is the bowl that John and Temecula brought in. It is a gigantic dish.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're not
dude,
quite on the camera right now.
Oh, I am.
I'm just.
Yeah, no, he is.
Oh, he is. I'm not. There he is.
I'm actually looking.
Okay,
at
I
the
didn't
video.
see. Yeah, go ahead. That is
It's
a lot.
It's a good gigantic
Yeah.
bowl of
Yeah,
sauce.
now,
I'm like,
just-
dude, I'm having a spoonful.
Just to be clear,
Oh, yeah.
let's bring John in. Just
Here
to be
comes
clear,
John's down in the
he's not
corner for those
expected
that
to
are-
eat this whole thing. This is just kind
What?
of laying it out.
He's not
there
eating
for
the
him.
whole. Well, that's true. He doesn't have to eat it all now because Scraby's going to split it with him.
Something like that. Hey, don't forget the bread there, Scrape.
Yeah, so we got the bread, we got the milk. Those are things that can offset the heat. And so
There's
Scraby-
John and Temecula. Say hello, John, and welcome in. He's a good fan of the show and the station.
Hello, John. Welcome in.
Thank you, John. And he's also doing this just basically out of the goodness of his
follows
heart.
rules very well.
You know,
Right.
this is
Yes, he does.
this is very kind of John to offer this salsa free of charge to you guys.
Now,
you
before
know?
we get into this, I have to get Adam to say on the air it's okay to eat in the studio for this
Yeah,
segment.
right.
So we can
That's
cover
right.
You know,
ourselves.
We've been going
Isn't
through
that something?
that
We
the
got
last 3 days.
got the memo, and here we are a few days later
Yeah,
Yeah,
eating.
the
You know,
guy who wrote the memo is eating in the studio.
You know, the big boss Michael was listening yesterday.
And-
Just letting you guys know.
And
He goes,
was he
so,
unhappy?
he goes, oh, so those guys have an issue with our rule about not eating in the studio, huh?
Oh, yes!
Hey, Braden was pretty hot about it. He
Are
was
we
fired
on
up
double
this morning.
secret probation?
I don't know about
Wait,
the secret
Braden
part.
was fired up about the rule of not eating in here?
Yeah, he's like, oh, and Adam's going to be eating ghost peppers in the
Yeah, I
studio.
mean,
Hey, what's
yeah.
going on?
I hope-
so.
I
I'd
hope
say that-
Michael's listening right now.
I'd say eating a spoon is different than eating.
I'm
actual
just saying,
food.
it's sauce. At any given point, sauce can splash.
No kidding.
Get anywhere.
Yeah, I
This
just
could
If
be-
I make a mess, I will alert. I will either
What?
clean up after
You will
myself.
alert-
You're gonna alert.
What-
I will alert
what if-
others.
What if like you try to eat it and then you cough it up? That could make it
Oh,
all
oh,
over
man.
the keyboards.
That's
this
a
could be a real
possibility today,
problem.
too.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay.
All right.
He's feeling confident.
Yes, he is.
Adam is a heat seeker, as I like to call it. He
Heat-seeking
does.
missile.
He does like spicy stuff, as do I.
Now, are you filming me with your new glasses as we sit next to each other?
No,
Tony?
I'm not. I would have had to
Tony
tell
with
you.
the smart glasses that
I
can
will-
film and listen to music.
It will have a blinking light.
I will eventually be filming. We're just not there yet.
be
So,
Cyclops. shooting
Anyway, we got to
reds.
move this
Are
along.
we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. So, John, I'm gonna pass this on to you because I believe there's some of the things you have to
Tell us
about.
what they're going to be facing here, John.
Okay. The rules. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question is going to get harder.
Wait a second. That's a different game. That's a different game.
Different
No.
game.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what I sound like, guys?
Kind of.
Similar. Similar.
All right.
So the rules are you must take a complete heaping spoonful
Oh,
of Mr. Lane's roasty. Consume it.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah,
It's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
the
Okay.
X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know. It was
I've
Scoville.
allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I'd
us,
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like,
The rule
want to see if
is
you can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
spoonfuls.
Yeah, that's-
Until
yeah,
one
that's
of you
not
can't
happening.
do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
Fools.
I will take
And
one
the winner,
spoonful of
Scraby,
this.
has a jar
yes,
of
here it
a
is.
couple of my jars.
I think they
products.
both are winners if they
Hold
pass
on one
this.
second.
I
The
hate to
winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now,
Th-
I
this,
am-
this is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Now,
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, are we
All
doing
right,
this?
hold on.
Here we go.
All right, let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There,
full
away he goes.
spoonful
God, he
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He does.
for those
There's-
listening.
there's
on
no
that.
doubt. I'm literally sweating watching him
That's a
do
full
this right now.
spoon?
That's a full spoon. For
All right.
sure.
That is a full
down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just.
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh.
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in?
Wow.
You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby.
They both
Scraby,
did it.
you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff.
It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see it.
Tasty.
I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. Adam, are you?
No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
Oh,
Johnny.
yeah, you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what
there.
the competition's all about.
We always said
Spoonful
that.
two.
Yeah, go
Oh
for it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least used a different spoon. No double dipping.
All right.
I didn't know where I don't.
I
Think
always
it
thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona, but evidently it's just the opposite.
All right.
Big
He
boss
is
Michael
handling
Valenzuela
it.
in the
Wait, wait,
YouTube
no,
chat,
dog.
by the way.
What you waiting on? You let laughing drip in your hand. Oh, okay.
Scraby, where are you? Let me see.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Adam, and Adam's not having any problem at all.
Look at you, Adam.
Adam is back
All right.
to.
College
But
boy.
this
I must tell you, Tony,
hold on.
that Adam has cashed the check.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
he
did.
cashed
You
his
said I wouldn't
check.
be able to
I
catch it.
did.
No, you
I
cashed
sure
it,
did.
man.
You
You've
proved me
cashed it
wrong,
for
my
sure.
friend. I
Scraby,
gotta tell you though, this is further proof that whatever we got him with that
the
tie,
tie thing,
was
yeah, because
super weak.
this is less than a 10,
he's
right?
he's over here having a difficult time.
You're turning a little red,
The time
Scraby.
was just as bad.
You're turning a
this
little
hit me
red.
By the way,
faster.
this is delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
he's
he's
going
making
with
another
that
one.
Yes.
Come on, Adam. Wow, you're gonna have to come back in 6 months with like an 88.
Oh.
It's 38.
We'll have to go with the higher Scoville next time.
All right.
Right.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's talking
Drop-
trash now.
Well, he
I
should
haven't had a
be.
sip of milk or bread.
He hasn't even reached for it.
No, he doesn't
came out
even
of the
need the
gates
bread.
talking trash.
All right.
All right. Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to take another one. Because-
What?
Well,
Why
you
are
got you got a
doing
whole
this
other
to
spoon.
yourself.
No, because I don't want.
You
Adam
want
to-
Adam to say
Oh,
he
that's
By the way,
wheat sauce,
yeah, he
baby.
get the whole
Full spoon,
get the same
baby.
thing that like he's dropping it all in
Just
there.
keep the studio clean.
It's all anybody's
Big
worried
boss
about.
Michael watching over here. Come on.
Ooh, boy, Scrabe, get back in front of the camera. Your face is red, Scrabe, isn't it, Tony? Are you
I'm
seeing
sweating.
the same thing?
You are sweating. Your face is definitely.
Why do you keep doing this?
You're not feeling anything?
Adam isn't even
Anything?
moved over
I
there.
feel a 1 or maybe a 2 out of 10 here.
Wow.
Adam
That's ridiculous
Klug-
because I'm.
Wow.
Adam Klug is a tough
Gravy's
son of
not
a
bent
gun.
over the trash can.
No,
over
I had
there.
to spit.
I was going to say it looks like Adam Klug may be producing the rest of the show because he's fine. Scraby may need
Scraby's
to
going- he's
go
going to
get
bed. Yeah, you know,
assistance.
Here's want
Frank-
the milk, dude. It might
Frank
work
predicted
better.
that.
No.
Oh, did he?
Frank
Scraby's having
predicted that.
bread.
Oh yeah, that Adam would just cruise through this with
Frank
no problem.
predicted this.
He did.
Frank on the last show.
I
said
know you
Adam
had
would
it
have
like
no
that.
He
problem.
did.
I got a newfound respect from Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yes,
here.
you do.
So-
all right.
So Scraby has the prizes for you, Adam. You have one a jar of the ghost.
You can
pepper
have as much of this
salsa.
as you want at all
And
times.
the,
Yeah.
Mr. Lane's roasty 38 chili powder.
You should let me have that chili powder though. I think I do. I think I would do more damage.
Started
with
off
this.
giving me the mild. My God.
Tony,
I think we should just since John was nice enough to bring all this stuff in and handle this, you should tell people there might be some folks out there that are
Yeah, real
totally fans of this the kind of hot
real
ghost
quick.
pepper stuff, and I want to make sure they know how they can get some of it.
We talked a little bit about it on our show, but
Yeah.
John makes some tremendous,
Right.
not just chili, but jellies, There's just a number of different things that you do well.
Yeah. So tell everybody how they can your website or at least something.
Sure. It's MrLanesRoasty.com. So MRLANES Roasty, roast with a Y at the end. MrLanesRoasty.com.
I just got a text from one Mr. Dave Marcus, who is, when I say the weakest of all palates when it comes to spice, he is at the top of the list. He sent a message that he wished he could be a part of this right
wants
now.
to try it?
He does not want to try it. He just being sarcastic.
My nose is running now.
He thinks pepper is spicy. So
Can you change the 5-way box to just focus on you only right now, Scraby? You're pretty funny right about now. It's starting to really kick in. Adam,
Thanks for doing this, guys.
Adam, you're unbelievable. That was impressive, Adam. I got to tell you. Well done, sir.
Nice job, Adam.
Wow. Scrabe?
Tony didn't even take any.
I'm not
that's because you
taking any.
triple spooned it at this point.
I'm looking at what you're going through right now, Scrabe, and I want no part of that.
I want no part of it either. My nose is running. Am I sweating?
Yes.
He's hurting. He's definitely hurting.
You should take the
right
milk,
now.
I want the milk.
Yeah, he's hurting for sure.
You still got another.
Get some of that bread in
You
your
still
belly.
got another
Scraby.
3 hours and 30 minutes.
Remember,
of the show,
Scrabe, you're
buddy.
the one that said, "Hey, let me get a third spoonful." We didn't even make you do that.
I'm the guy who can't let someone outdo me.
Well, he outdid.
But
you
he outdid
regardless.
you.
He
Regardless.
outdid me.
I mean, he totally outdid
Now he's
you.
like in the bathroom throwing up. He's
Yeah,
like
right.
crying.
Wouldn't that be something if
That-
he was just
he played it
holding
off.
it in the whole
That's
time?
the part we won't really be
Right,
a
we
part
won't
of.
know.
But
Yes, we won't.
He's definitely going to experience.
We won't be there at the other end, as they say.
He played it off like it was no big deal. That was a big deal what he ingested there.
That was
Well,
a big
if you look
deal.
at Scraby, you can tell Scraby's. I can see the glistening now
Yeah,
on
no,
your
he's
face.
definitely glistening
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, he's hurting. I think this is hotter than the Thai you ate for sure. There's no question. Don't
Yeah,
you
because
think?
he wasn't doing none of this. during
No,
the
you
time.
really
this was
weren't.
definitely hotter than the time
Yeah.
for sure.
This is hotter.
This was like although I would put this on like a chip or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
and eat it. Like I don't it's
You
not
would do it.
overpowering enough.
It's worth the sweats.
I don't know about that, but if I had a chip, maybe it wouldn't be so
No,
bad.
it would be worse.
But it's actually like good, and I'm trying to speak, but I can't. When you eat it, it has a nice taste, and then the spice kicks in a little bit later. So I recommend it if you can handle spice to put it on like tacos or nachos or something like that.
Mr. And also he has, because he gave us all some of his product.
My daughter's love it.
And yeah, I mean, he has a lot. Not all of it is incredibly hot.
Right,
He's got
right.
mild on the way up. So MrLanesRoasty.com. Check out John there. Check out all of his products because he's got a lot of great stuff, and he was nice enough to bring look at Scraby. He is hurting. I mean, that's just fair. I'm not overstating it.
He looks like a lost child.
He looks like somebody stole his lunch.
The
He
fire
does. He's-
is going away, but
How about the
You're
insides?
still warm. You're still warm.
I'm still warm. My nose is still running.
How about the
I'm still
insides? Like
salivating.
down your esophagus and stuff.
No, the esophagus is fine.
Not
See,
bad.
the
I'm sure
actual
that- I'm
food
sure
is
that-
great.
I'm sure that hoodie is not helping matters right now.
Yeah, no
either.
kidding.
No.
This makes me very happy, Scraby.
John's happy that he
John,
was.
let me ask you this:
If
How
you wouldn't
did
do
get
this,
into
John, this would have been a disappointment because Adam just like beat this up.
Yeah, John,
Dude,
how
I-
did you
so-
get into this?
I think Adam is acting.
You
No,
think
you
he's
think-
in the
you think he's
bathroom
in-
right now?
I think
He's
I think
hurting.
he's acting.
I don't think he is, honestly.
Like I said, Frank predicted it. I got into it during the pandemic. Buddy of mine sent me a little container of his salsa and said, I challenge you. You remember that recipe you used to have? Bring some back. And then everybody at the place that I brought my salsa to, it was gone very quickly. People wanted me to make it for them. Okay, I'm gonna make it for you.
Scraby, you look like
And
Jimmy
then I was like,
Johnson.
if I'm going to do this, I got to do it right. And so get proper jars and proper labels and make it a business and get social media. So
Good for you.
slowly but surely building it up. And after this school year comes to a close, I'm retiring early and getting out. And that's one of the things
You were
I've been building
a
up.
instructor in,
Yeah.
your real world.
Yeah.
Very good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good of you. I mentioned Jimmy Johnson because if you ever watch Jimmy Johnson, the old football coach, talk, he does this with his mouth a lot. You know what I'm talking about? He does that a lot. I don't know. It's just one of his habits.
Yeah.
But Scraby's doing that endlessly right now, trying to.
Oh, thank you, Frank. Wow.
Attaboy, Frank.
That was great,
That
Frank.
helped.
Thank you.
That
I needed
helped.
that.
He
I
can see
needed
you
that.
glistening through the
Yeah.
From back in the air. Thank you, Frank.
You
That was
are
very nice of
glistening.
you.
All right. Well, John and
I need that to
Temecula.
happen more often, though. Come on, Frank.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pat my brow a little bit.
Well, Tony's used to that kind of treatment at home. He gets the
here we
palm
go.
fronds.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
His kids feed him
Yes, all right.
grapes and honey.
Grapes and
wish
honey, frozen
my
grapes
kids
and honey.
would look at me like that.
Yeah,
That's not even the
That'd
case.
be the day. All right. Well, John Temecula, thank you for coming in.
Appreciate you, John.
Adam,
Thank you.
congrats. Unless he's just somewhere that we don't know now, and he's
He gonna cry when he gets in the
slumped
car.
over the table
behind
over
the
there.
couch. Yeah, just kind of suffering. But
But seriously, thanks to Adam Klug and thanks to all of you for having me in. It was good times.
yeah,
Thank you very
thanks,
much.
John.
as
And
always.
Scrabe,
thank
good
you.
luck here. We'll
Chris.
give you a chance to take a break, and then I think we have AJ Cassavell coming on.
We do.
But Tony and I are going to check out. You're going to do the interview.
Yeah,
so.
you got it.
Okay, good. Hey, AJ.
AJ.
Yeah.
Coming up next as Gwynn and Chris continues. Gwynn Chris on 97.3 The Fan. Crisello, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, I'm the guy in the middle. Tony's the guy in the left with the glasses, and Scraby is the red guy whose face is glistening. It's still glistening quite a bit after the Ghost Pepper Challenge. Adam Klug did come back in here after it was over, and looking no worse for the wear at all. So, Adam, you are...
You're champion.
You're the champ on that one. Yeah, champ is there.
Champ is
on the chip eating or the Ghost Pepper Challenge. Thanks again to John Temecula.
It wasn't even like there wasn't even like a buffer. It was just spoon and
right
and salsa. Like
and Adam, just like I
No
think
problem.
he could have drank the whole
I think
container. MrLanesRoasty.com is John's website. Again, if you'd like to check that out, we are going to get into some baseball in this segment. AJ Cassavell, MLB.com, covers the Padres, as you know. Later on in the program, Sports Court, Chris vs. the Fans, of course. We got a big five. Michael Flicks later on this evening with our Wednesday high school basketball report. I saw where top 10 matchup last night. Santa Fe Christian took it to St. Augustine.
yeah, we're gonna hear about that from Mr. Flicks today.
And the kid that he told us about from Santa Fe Christian, Dax Hall, 38 points against Saints. I guarantee you Mike Hopp did not easily allow that to happen. So this kid obviously has some pretty good skills, this Santa Fe Christian player, Dax Hall. So we'll hear about that in the 5 o'clock hour. As mentioned, kind of updating you on anything. Came in here shortly for you Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. I don't know that you're going to be happy with the news, but Todd Bowles will be returning for the 2026 season. Certainly understand why they'd want to keep Bowles in there after they started 6-2 and finished 8-9. I don't know what happened to the Buccaneers, Tony. I mean, was it injuries? I mean, just Mike Evans, or because that team looked so good for so long.
That was certainly part of it.
Yeah.
I also think that Baker Mayfield's play, and it might have been because he was hurt and nicked up. He just wasn't playing at that MVP level. We weren't talking about it.
No, we were not.
By the end of the season.
But defensively, I thought they lost quite a bit as well.
They did.
Anyway, Bowles will be back. There's no other news on the coaching front the day after John Harbaugh was let go from the Ravens, other than the fact I believe all the reports say the Dolphins, now 24 hours into the process, still haven't even bothered to check in on it.
We have AJ Cassavell real quick.
I know.
Did I send you that text this morning about the Dolphins not looking into?
That's what I mean. Yeah,
John Harbaugh. It's like
they didn't even want to think
so
about.
Set on Mike McDaniel, they're not even thinking about John Harbaugh.
So then they weren't the one team that called and asked.
Yeah,
then asked about John Harbaugh.
How
that
many
has
coaches
coaches
out there are like?
I just
my team?
I feel
that's
like
a cold way right there.
I feel like rooting for the Dolphins just makes me dumber and dumber. All right, let's get to some baseball. AJ Cassavell from MLB.com joining us as always. Thanks to the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. AJ Cassavell's Penn State guys last night nearly upset Michigan. I was
going to start the conversation with that.
All right,
like, hey,
let's bring him on. Hi, AJ. How are you, sir?
What's up, guys? Yeah, nearly beat Michigan, but there's, unfortunately through the years there's been a lot of nearly did this with Penn State basketball.
Well, your guys did a heck of a lot better than our guys.
Than everybody else has done.
Yeah.
Everyone else. Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice game. It was a nice performance, and
That's
Penn
all
State
you get.
basketball's done this before. There's a whole lot of tried really hard but didn't quite.
AJ, let's start a little bit more in general before we get to the Padres specifically. As we move along here in free agency, we're, the first week of January, everybody knows where we are. But do we have more or less big names still out there than usual? Or is this about the same? The Bichettes and Bregmans and, there's some pretty good players still out there. And Kyle Tucker, right?
Robert Valdez.
Yeah, I mean, you can go on and on. So is this more or is this normal, you think?
I think it's around normal. I would say slightly more. The interesting part is kind of the way the market, you expect like when one of these guys signs, then like other guys markets, but like they'll start going off the board too. they're all like intertwined. You have Bellinger and Tucker, and the fact that Tucker's going to make more money. Bellinger's a little bit more versatile. Who gets Tucker? Who then is now in play for Bellinger and needs him a little bit more? Like, there may be slightly more guys than there usually are, but it feels like the guys that are out there, when one of them comes off the board, all of a sudden the Marcus and the other guys will move too, just because, like you said, it's Framber Valdez, Ranger Suarez, like those kind of guys tied in together. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next month and how that all plays out, and frankly, what happens on the trade market too.
AJ, it's been a relatively slow off season for the Pods. I mean, outside of Michael King and the Sungmun Sung signing, not a lot. What, if anything, should we make of the fact that AJ Preller still is not extended at this point?
I still think that this becomes a story, like a real storyline worth monitoring once we get to the season. Okay. If AJ Preller is not extended by the time the season starts, then it's officially a lame duck season for him, and it's season
or spring training. Are we defining it?
I think the season. This is also the type of thing that I think you'll see sometimes happen just before the season. I don't know the specifics of, like, when we've talked to AJ about it, which we did after the Michael King contract, he kind of downplayed it and said he's busy, he's doing his own job, doing his own things, and he doesn't seem too worried about it. And obviously, ownership put out their statement to the Union Tribune last month saying they expect it to get done. Spring training is kind of right down the road. I think 5 weeks away from yesterday is when pitchers and catchers will report. But I think when we get to the season, or maybe breaking camp in Peoria, that's when it becomes like, uh-oh, what's happening here? But until then, I still think there's time for this thing to get done. And it's not, I'm not calling it a lame duck year yet, because it's not, we haven't gotten to that part of the calendar.
AJ Cassavell covers the Padres and has done it well for many years here, MLB.com. To me, AJ, on December 18th, I was really worried that the Padres just weren't going to do anything, and maybe we didn't have the wherewithal. And then December 19th came, and Michael King agreed to come back here on a 3-year deal. Whether it was, team friendly or not, to me, it was a, pretty big change from what I had, was starting to think. So should that have signaled the fact that maybe we can hope to get another name player, or should we be resigned to the fact that might be kind of the one big move we can make?
I think that's the one big move in free agency the Padres would make. That doesn't mean they can't get another big name player. I know, like AJ Preller in the past, like, they look at the past few, I guess, spring trainings or off seasons, like just before the season starts, he's gone out and gotten a starting pitcher. He got Dylan Cease, he got Nick Pivetta, he got Sean Manaea, like one after the other late in the spring. And I think 2 of those were via trade. And so there's still probably some wherewithal to get a bigger name via trade. Granted, the Padres system is a little bit more depleted than it has been in the past, but in terms of splurging in free agency on some of these bigger name guys, I think that seems unlikely. And it also, I don't know if it's necessarily what they need. I mean, their offense is relatively complete minus a first baseman, and their rotation, while like you absolutely would add a number 1 or number 2 starter if you could, I think if they add a couple more guys toward the back end, they can feel pretty comfortable with what they've got.
AJ Cassavell joins us here, and he covers the Padres via MLB.com. And AJ, let me ask you this, because if it boils down to one or the other, and given how the season ended, postseason, and really through the end of the last couple of months of the season, which side would you go with? Would you add pitching, or would you add the bat?
So they're going to add both, but if they're going to splurge on one, if they're going to pay for one, if they're going to go out, I think I would say offense.
Yeah.
Just because, like, they have a track record of being able to find pitchers and making them into guys who work at the back of the rotation.
Yeah.
They did it last year. Randy Vasquez was, I think, outstanding. I think they can find a guy like that and just slot him in and maximize him with what they get from Ruben Niebla, with what they get from their pitching group, with what they get from the ballpark effects. I think if they're gonna kind of spend, whether it's in free agency or whether it's trade capital in a deal, it would be for that one bat.
Yeah.
But again, I think there are resources enough to kind of spread it around, and they need both things. They're going to get both things. The question is, like, how much of what you have do you allocate to each one? And I'm with you. I think it's imperative that they get a bat, and probably a bat that has some power.
AJ, I want to ask you about a couple of Padres. Actually, both are former Padres at the moment. And what do you think, about Luis Arise? I mean, his name, it's gonna keep popping up here until somebody signs him, and whether the Padres are truly interested in bringing him back. And then I'm curious what you thought about the Ha-Seong Kim signing in Atlanta, the amount that they paid for him. Not to say that the Padres would have been interested in bringing him back, but what did you think of that signing also?
I thought it was a good deal for the Braves, and I kind of think the Braves, after last season, I know they struggled last year. Like, I would pick them as kind of a team to watch in the National League East, because Phillies are getting a little older. The Mets have obviously their own concerns, and the Braves have filled out their roster, and Ha-Seong Kim is obviously an outstanding defender. He can kind of serve that shortstop role. Thought it was a good signing for Atlanta. I also think that, like, if to the Luis Arise aspect of it, like, given what the offense lacked, I don't know if that's the direction the Padres want to go in, but I also know that Luis Arise loved San Diego, and the Padres like Luis Arise, the person and the clubhouse guy. And so it kind of depends on what his market ends up being. And to this point, like, we don't really know what Luis Arise's market is. We don't know what other teams are offering him. And so if the deal's right, I think there's a path for a return, but I also don't think that's necessarily what the Padres are looking for, because of the struggles they had with power last season, with slugging. And I do think they're going to address some of those concerns just by turning the calendar to 2026. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr., Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, you shouldn't be finishing, I think, 28th in the league in slugging, but with those guys, like, they can always use a little bit more, and I think that's probably where they'll focus their resources.
AJ, the conversation seems to have cooled, and the Padres did their best to cool it in terms of Mason Miller or Adrian Mordijon or some of those names we heard maybe converting to a starter. Do you think they could still look at a guy like David Morgan and perhaps take a look at him as a starter?
I think it's possible that they would do something like that. Maybe depending on what they do over the next few weeks and what they can find in the rotation. But they seem so committed to having this bullpen and not taking away from what is, like, an obvious strength, what is probably the best bullpen in baseball. You build that bullpen as the best bullpen in baseball, not to take away from it, but to, like, pair other aspects of your team with it. And that's what you're doing, because I think David Morgan probably has maybe not higher value as a reliever, but he has a clearer path to being successful as a reliever. He's shown that he can be really good in that role. And I think the Padres view him as taking a next step next season in serving some relatively high leverage innings. So while I think it's possible that one of these guys could do that, I think it's maybe more likely that, I don't know, if the Padres, if they were to trade from that bullpen to acquire a starting pitcher and keep David Morgan where they know he's good, I think that's probably a more likely avenue. I don't even know if that's likely. It all kind of depends on how they go about finding the arm or two that I think they still need to fill out the back end of their rotation. But these are avenues that I don't think are closed for the long-term future with a guy like Morgan. But I just really think going into 2026, he was outstanding in the bullpen last year. Your bullpen's an obvious strength. They've said multiple times they don't want to take away from that. And so I see him kind of staying where he is.
AJ, real quick before I let you go, who's the likely, if anyone, to be the Tirso Ornelas, Oscar Gonzalez? Probably leaving a few other names out, but, guys that are on the fringe or high AAA, or, guys that want to take a look at that might open some of our eyes at spring training this year.
Well, you mentioned one of them, Tirso Ornelas.
Okay.
Kind of can fill that role, because I think I was kind of looking into, like, what their bench options could be going into this season, and they don't have a ton of upper level pieces that I would say are guys that could fit with the roster. But if they're looking for a bat that can play some outfield, and a lot of this is obviously dependent on what AJ Preller does and what moves he makes the rest of the way. But they could use just another bat, and especially a lefty bat. And I don't think Tirso Ornelas has really gotten that chance. He obviously has a lot of the tools to make it work. I could just see him contending for one of those bench places. But again, I'm going to wait and see what they do what they do the rest of the offseason. Because to me, if you're drawing out the bench right now, they need to find another catcher. I'm not going into the season with Luis Camposano as my only backup catcher. I'd like to have at least a third option, someone who can compete with him in spring training. But then there's 2 more places on the bench, and maybe one of those goes to whichever the catchers loses that competition. But then there's another spot, and I want a bat. I want some maneuverability for Craig Stammen, and maybe Ornelas could be that guy.
I can't believe you don't believe in the threat of Luis Camposano yet.
I mean, he could be a righty weapon off the bench. I'm just saying, maybe don't go into the season as your backup catcher.
I hope so. I hope it works for him. All right, AJ, as always, you are the man. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you down in Arizona soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, see you soon. Has Scraby recovered yet? He didn't quite sound himself when he
thank you for asking.
I know that milk is like almost gone that he was in his glass.
Yes, an entire gallon of milk.
I am recovered over here. I'm still sweating a lot, but I will be fine. Thank you for carrying AJ.
You're welcome.
A caring guy.
Take care, AJ.
Thank you, sir. AJ Casavel from MLB.com. Getting us the latest as we are 5 weeks away from pitchers and catchers reporting.
The emergency alert system. This is
Perfect
only
time.
a test. This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, put me on. And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say.
Here in the Odyssey studio, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matthew Scraby, little daily gambit coming your way. Nice catching up with AJ Cassavell on some Padre talk. Scrape, how you feeling, man?
Feeling a lot better, thank you.
Good.
The spice.
You had to work through it a little bit.
Yeah,
it's a good thing because
the hoodie's off.
The hoodie's off.
That allows you to
still
cool
sweating
off.
there, so hoodie's off. I do have a slight headache now.
Oh, did you feel dehydrated? Didn't get enough water in before that heat hit you?
Yeah.
And then you sweated all that water you had.
I'm a little scared for later what happens, but we'll be fine.
All right.
Tony's like, I'm not going down that road.
So you're worried about the other end as well.
Yeah, yes.
You should be. You should be, my friend.
I wouldn't need any. Yeah, I don't know how to say this. I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
Probably better
Keep it
that.
clean
It's probably
out
better
here.
that
Yeah,
way.
Probably better that way.
All right. Well, let's get into some Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it. Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
You know, before we get into it, I wanted to say something earlier, but I just wanted to reach out and say to Maria, who is a big-time listener of the show and of the station, her father is not doing well and is in the hospital, so let's all have good thoughts for Maria's father.
Definitely.
Say that before we
Maria's
move
father,
on.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are.
All of our listeners are part of the family.
Yes.
So,
Chat fam, got her back. So there we go. Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. We had some bets from last night, and the bets went like this: Duke -1.5. Now Louisville had a lead, a big enough lead,
about 12 or 13 in the first half.
Yeah, so we all chose Duke. We were sweating it.
Well, we didn't choose Duke because of that. We chose
No,
Duke
yes,
before
we didn't
that.
look at the scoreboard.
No, we chose Duke because of the -1.5 spread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Well, they ended up winning 84-73, so it doesn't matter. They covered just fine. Michigan, you guys mentioned it. They were 23.5-point favorites over Penn State. Michigan ended up winning by 2, 74-72. All of us said Michigan, so we do not win the bet.
That was like
Michigan
the first
won.
time in something like 10 games that they hadn't won by 20.
Yeah.
So it was, that was a surprising
see
score,
that.
even
Yeah.
though they won.
Yes,
For
sorry.
sure.
Houston.
You okay, Script?
Yeah,
Still-
well, Nate goes, except those stupid Pats fans, right, Scraby Show? Because Nate's a Pats. I've apologized to you, Nate.
You've been hating on the Pats fans.
No, you know what, Nate? He was ripping on him during the break.
100%.
During the break, he took a couple of shots at the Patriots.
There happens to be the game that the
Right.
Patriots lost. They're
showing an old
earlier.
replay, and he's like, "This is the Patriots." And I'm like, "Do they have to win the Super Bowl for you to give them any credit?" And you thought about, you didn't really have an answer.
He didn't actually give you an answer.
Well, what I said was, I don't like if the 49ers go one and done, even though they're probably going to do that, it's a failure of a season. Like these teams are like for the Patriots,
But
I
when
don't
you
think it's
won-
as much of a failure because no one expected
They
it.
won 4 games last year. They won 14 this year. There's no way that can be a failure.
I think it helps to have a potentially generational quarterback as well.
Well, he's on the team. It's like the people who used to tell me when I said, "Why the Bulls are looking good," and they'd go, "They'd be nothing without Michael Jordan."
Well, it's true.
Yeah, but he's on the team, so
It'd be nothing without Michael Jordan.
It doesn't count. He's
It's like-
there.
It's like what Padres fans say, well, they wouldn't have won that game if that air didn't happen.
It's that's what any baseball fan says. That kind of thing.
It's like,
the
wait,
same thing,
it
yeah.
did happen, though. They did win the game.
That's right.
Anyway, Houston, I forget who they were playing, but they were -7.
Texas Tech.
And we all chose Houston. Houston won by 4.
I took Texas Tech, and Houston was up by 7 with no time on the clock. Texas Tech kid launches a half-court shot and makes it. So they beat the spread. Texas Tech did. Imagine if you had all your money riding on that.
You'd be sending DMs like a jack. You know what?
Well, some people won on.
really like that one.
If you bet Texas Tech, you won on that shot, and of course Houston
Right,
you might have
no,
lost on it. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You don't send the same energy when a team wins ones for you. You're
Right,
not sending them like, "Hey man, what a great game! You won me such and such."
You're
No,
right.
it's
Yeah.
only when you lose money.
Yeah, that was weird.
Nevada -1.5 against the Aztecs last night. We chose Aztecs. Aztecs win 73-68, so we're right there. Now, this is, again, a crazy number. Over under total score of 141.5. 73-68 is 141. We all said over. We were all incorrect.
We would have been correct.
Yep.
But
BJ
BJ Davis
Couldn't knock a free throw down.
0.9 seconds left. He missed a free throw. That free throw determined the over-under. I'm sure he didn't know that, and I'm glad he didn't know that.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't know that.
Yeah, let's hold.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Let's just say he didn't know.
Wemby over under 20.5 points in his game last night. Chris and Tony went over. I went under. He had 30, so he was over. Did you guys see the video of him kicking basketballs out of the net? This is how tall this dude is. He was able to kick a basketball that was stuck in the net, and he just goes and
Instead of punching it out with his hand, he kicked it.
He kicked it.
Here we are.
He's so tall.
Here
he
we
kicked
are.
it.
Most of us gotta like run up and jump to hit the net.
Yeah, I'm running full court.
Wait a minute. Most of you have to run up to
It's
jump the
just-
net. I don't even do that anymore.
My man is just kicking the ball for fun at this point.
There was like 3 or 4 basketballs that were stuck in the hoop or whatever, and so he kicked it, and everybody was like, "Did that dude just kick basketballs at 10-foot height?" Jeez. Last one, Luca. Who had more points, Luca minus 11 or Zion Williamson? Chris went Luca. Tony and I went Zion. Zion failed me. Luca had 30, but minus that 11.
You
is
deserve
19.
to lose
Zion has
for
15.
betting on a player you hate.
Yeah, for real.
Well, the only reason I
Good
did is
for
because
you.
Luca was minus 11.
Well, you lost.
Good.
Tonight,
It
Knicks.
is karma.
I don't
Tonight-
even care that I lost. As
It is-
long as you lost, because
As
you
long as
talk
he lost.
crazy about him.
Scraby still leads the week. He's 9-5. Chris 7-7. Tony 6-8. Here we go. Knicks 4.5 over the Clips in New York. Can the Knicks bounce back after a 30-point beatdown the other night? Start with you, Scraby. You're the leader this
I would
week.
think the Knicks at home can bounce
Knicks
back.
at home bounce back. Kawhi's playing. I always take the Clippers when he's in there. Plus 4.5. Tony, it's a tough one, I think. Or maybe not.
Kawhi, you said Kawhi is in there?
He should be. Yeah, he's listed on the
Give me the Clips.
the sheet. OKC at home, 18.5 over Utah. Evidently, the odds makers aren't too concerned after they lost by 33 to Charlotte the other night. Did they bounce back tonight? I think you got to take Utah plus the 18.5. OKC's they're not well right now.
They're not well.
Tony,
right
what
now.
about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're
No,
not
you
well,
don't know
but
about that one. You can go back to
Give
the
me OKC.
OKC, he says.
I-
Scrape.
They just lost by 30. I don't think that happens again. Probably the season. I'm gonna go OKC.
OKC. Lakers Spurs tonight. That's a good one, Tone. Good matchup. 234.5 points.
Yeah, this is back to back for us and the
234
Spurs.
and a half. So
They're a lot
gonna
younger.
go under on that with both teams back to back.
They're a lot younger.
Honest
I'm gonna
question: Is
say-
LeBron playing? Because I know they asked him last night. He said
he said TBD.
TBD, and they said why, and he said I'm 41.
He's 100%. You know what? I'm okay with LeBron. Say, you know what? He said I've logged the most minutes in NBA history.
He definitely.
I'm
has.
41 years of age. Back to backs for the rest of this year. He said will be TBD.
I bet you he's played 2 extra seasons just in the playoffs.
Aren't there certain players in the league that have already been ruled out of back to backs the rest of the season?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Over 234.
Over or under 234 and a half.
234. Whew, that's a lot of points.
Well, you can go
I
under.
almost said 114, 110, but that's not correct.
No.
Let's don't do math.
No.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
We're going under.
I like your thinking, but it's Scraby's turn. What do you want?
I thought you were waiting on me.
I
No,
thought
you
so,
went.
too.
No, now it's Scraby's turn.
It seems like the Lakers play in high scoring games. I'm gonna say over.
Over? I don't think they made 234 and a half last night. I don't think they'll make it tonight. Under. All right, I'm putting LeBron, assuming he plays. He's -4 against Wembanyama. Points, rebounds, assists. Now, I think the reason he's favored is Wembanyama's coming off the bench right now. But he scored 30 off the bench last night, Scraby. Who do you like here?
Points, rebounds, assists.
You got them all. LeBron -4.
Wemby is like a triple double 8.5, and I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. I'm going to go Wemby just because it's back-to-back for LeBron, and he said he's going to, if he plays, he's going to be tired at least. Tony? Still want the king?
Give me the king.
The self-proclaimed king?
Over
Wemby.
Wemby?
And you're giving 4.
No, give me Wemby.
Going Wemby. Jalen Brunson, 2 points over Kawhi Leonard tonight. I always go with Kawhi, but Brunson's due to have a big one. I'll say Kawhi anyway. Tony? Kawhi getting 2 points against Brunson.
You know, Brunson disappointed me last time.
He
I'm
did.
going Kawhi.
He did. Go Kawhi. All right. That's
I'll
great.
go Brunson.
Brunson for you. Why is that?
Because I picked the Knicks to win.
No, because you are the
contrarian.
There are
That was a great one.
Yeah, very good. There are 5 undefeated teams left in college basketball. 2 of them are playing tonight. One is Iowa State. They're 4.5 at Baylor. Of course, Baylor is the team that debuted the former second-round NBA draft choice. I heard Jay Billis talk about this, by the way. I don't know if you saw this.
I didn't.
What Jay said?
Billis says he's all for it. He said, this is the game. This is the business now, and these are the rules. The guy didn't play in a game. He didn't sign anything pro contract. He went over to play in Europe. A lot of guys. Anyway, Jay Billis was for it, and then he called out the hypocrisy of the coaches who, do all what they do.
I think that he probably wouldn't object if they just came up with a rule that said, if you played any professional ball at all, you can't play.
That's what it should be.
That's what it just should be, point blank. If you played any professional ball, fine, but you can't come back and play college.
Yeah, I didn't agree with Jay Billis, but he backed his point up well.
He usually does.
He usually does.
You usually walk away like, dang.
Yeah.
Can't get him on anything.
I know. All right, who do you want, Tony? Iowa State -4.5. It's at Baylor. Baylor to knock them out. Scrape?
I'll go with Iowa State because of Brock Purdy.
A little love for Brock. I think Baylor's the play here for sure. Vanderbilt is also undefeated. They're undefeated, by the way, men's and women's.
Wow.
Vanderbilt. Don't recall them being such a great basketball school, but they're 3.5 over Alabama tonight. Scraby.
3.5 over Alabama.
Both teams are.
I'll go Vandy.
I think that's where the guard from the Cavs went. Not Mitchell, the other one.
The Cavs went to what, Vandy?
Vandy.
Oh,
pretty sure.
All right. Who knew Vandy was good in basketball? I'm taking Alabama. That team is really loaded as usual.
He Pippin some at the Vanderbilt too.
Okay.
What was the other one? What was the question? I'm sorry.
Vandy -3.5 against Alabama.
Bama.
At Vandy. UConn women 46.5 over St. John's. I don't know. The UConn women, they play all the top teams in the non-conference. Then they just play in their conference.
That's probably why they have to play all these top
teams.
teams.
They're so much better than everybody.
It's like if I want to get my team, Gino's like, if I need to get my team ready for this tournament,
you got to give him credit.
We got to play all top teams.
He's able to keep them at a high level, even against all of these opponents. I'll take UConn till further notice. 46.5. Tony?
Yeah, UConn.
UConn? You want to try St. John's? Great.
No.
Never know.
Not that much of a
Not much of a fan.
No.
All right, Kings 1.5 over the Sharks, just so Tony can get it wrong. Kings have won 2 straight.
You know what? I'm gonna change it up today.
Both teams have the same number of wins and points, so it seems like an even matchup. But it's in Staples Center. Tony,
Sharkies?
Kings tonight.
I can't go for the Sharkies.
Scraby loves his Sharkies. Sharkies. I'll go Kings. Sharkies, by the way, have a possible MVP on their team this year.
Wait, they're good?
They're pretty good, but this one guy, Maxim Celebrini, I believe is his name. He's like a
sweet name.
Good name and a lot of points. He's having a great year. All right, break time. When we come back, bit of a special segment, and I'll tell you about it really when we return, but stick around for it on Gwynn and Chris After Traffic. 6:21 is the time.
Yeah, can I say something real quick? I'm sorry.
Of course.
AI is wild.
AI, artificial intelligence, or
Like the
Allen Iverson?
videos.
That's deepfakes.
I had to look at this one video. It was of a lion,
you showed me that.
right up on top of this dude's face. I'm thinking to myself, yo, this is crazy.
No way that really happened.
No, I didn't think that at first, because
Right.
I think the way this whole thing is designed, social media, you get on there and you just get lost. I'm looking at this thing and it took me a good 3 minutes before I was like, yo, this is fake. There's no way this lion is, wild lion just rubbing his face up against this dude's head and not biting it off.
I would, yeah. I mean,
just walks away.
But now, how have you come to the conclusion that it was
I
AI?
have no proof that it's AI.
You don't know
but
either way,
I
really.
just don't believe that this wild lion, jumped up on this safari cart and just wanted to.
You don't believe this guy was the lion whisperer?
Nah.
He was the Lion King.
The Lion
He
King.
didn't even say a word. He just was staring.
I have a strange, not strange theory, but I have a theory that one day we're going to have to mark videos with real and not real, because there are going to be videos that are not real that people take as real and it spreads and all that stuff. I don't know how it's going to happen, but
It's an excellent theory.
I think
my
it
friend.
might need to happen.
Yeah.
Would you guys like a little stamp in the corner that says real versus
100%.
fake?
Give me something, so I don't have to decipher for myself.
Yeah, because I'm certainly capable of falling for it. Real quick, guys, this is really an important thing for me, and I don't want to bring the show down. I want to make this kind of a celebratory thing if I can, but I really can't. We all have our heroes growing up. We have people we look up to, and it kind of matters what you're interested in. I think if you're a sports fan, you have baseball, football heroes. I looked up a lot of players, but once I got into this kind of business, I started looking up to successful radio people and going, man, these guys are great. How can I one day be great? There's never been any bigger radio show in this town than was the Jeff and Jer program. And I think anybody listening, unless you're very young, remembers Jeff and Jer. They were on 27 years in this town. A couple of days ago, the Jer from Jeff and Jer, a friend of ours, Jerry Cezak, he passed away at the age of 73. And, look, sports radio, they did morning show, talk radio, but it's all kind of the same. Just the subjects are a little different. And Jeff and Jer, they entertained people in this city for almost 3 decades, taking them to work every single day. And if you want any idea of what the impact of Jeff and Jer were on San Diego, all you have to do is go back to the post 9/11. And I think everybody remembers where they were, what was going on at that time in our world. And as a way of showing our American, patriotism here in San Diego, Jeff and Jer called for a human flag to be done out at Qualcomm Stadium, when they had the big parking lot. And they asked for as many listeners as they had to come out. They were going to hand out T-shirts, red, white, blue T-shirts, put everybody in order, and have this huge human flag. I think they expected 10,000 people, maybe 15 or 20. 110,000 people came out for this.
You remember this.
And if that doesn't give you a little idea what the impact of Jeff and Jer were on this city and this community, I don't know what does. I didn't really know Jeff or Jer while they were on the radio as heroes and people that people, love to listen to. But I was lucky enough through my wife and friends to meet both of them. And in recent couple of years, became very close friends with Jerry. Went out to dinner with this guy a few times. I can't imagine being as successful as he was and being as down to earth as he was. And I think I told you this story one time, Tony. I might have. He was not a sports fan at all.
Yeah.
Jerry didn't know the first thing. And he said he was in a Uber. I think I told you this. He was in an Uber coming back from the airport. And the airport guys a few years ago was listening to our show.
Yeah.
And so he had to listen to our show because he was in the Uber. And he recognized me and my name. And he came up to me and said, I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about, but there's something special you guys got going on that show. The chemistry of that show.
Yeah.
That meant more to me than probably anything anybody said. Because this guy he's a hero. He's in the he's in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He and Jeff and Jer. So anyway, guys, sorry, but he passed a couple of days ago. And, I think I'm sharing the news with a lot of people out there because this really hasn't been released to anybody except a little earlier this afternoon. A little prayer for his family and Pam, his wife, and just everything Jeff and Jared did.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Take us out, sir, if you can.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Coming up on Thursday, we'll send Paulie and Woods off to fantasy camp with a bang.
And Adam will be in for the second half of the show. Hey.
Listen to Ben and Woods weekdays from 6 to 10 on 97.3 The Fan.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage.
Back at it again, 3:32 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby. Little sports court coming your way.
It's not lost on me that we just did a really serious, heartfelt segment, and now we come on and we're wearing these wigs.
I mean,
That's
this,
what we do.
I was about to say, this is kind of our trademark.
Yeah, I know.
We go from serious to
We've
fun
gone
and like
completely the other end here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We will also later in the show have Michael Flicks for those who are looking forward to some high school basketball talk. It's been a minute since we've had him on. But first, no traffic. Is that what that was?
We're a little early, so
we are a little early.
We need to.
How you feeling, man? And Ghost Peppers
I'm
are
fine now.
fully
I'm fine now.
fully
Although I do
worn
have
off?
a really bad headache, and I don't think it's from the ghost pepper. I just have a really bad headache.
Did you have one before the Ghost Peppers?
I had a slight headache waking up this morning, so it's probably I need to drink more water. That's
I think
what
so.
I need to do.
That's kind of the name of the game, man.
Yeah. So I looked at the video that Tony was talking about, the lion in the tram on a safari, and it looks good. It does.
It's really good, but
you have
come
to
on, man.
look. But if you look at like the paws, you can see there's something weird with it.
The guy's first of all, the guy's just staring into space.
Yeah, it's weird.
As the lion is like brushing up against him.
Yeah.
I mean, not even moving an inch. This would be
You would have to be at least
a
a little
bit.
nervous.
Like close your eyes or something.
Yeah, I definitely think that video is fake, but it would make me look at it a few times.
Do you
to see if it was
remember,
real.
like before AI was AI, they used to put out some of those videos, and I remember seeing a couple where Steph Curry would be standing like in the hallway going back to the locker room and throw a basketball at the other basket on the far end and swish like 11 in a row.
That was,
and you were like, how are they even doing that? Because they didn't have the AI technology.
I think that was the beginning of it.
Was that it?
Yeah, because that was the full court shot
Right.
that they showed.
Yeah, he
I
just
think it
made
was
it,
just,
and he made it every time.
it,
Like,
it
come on.
wasn't available to the public yet. That was, that was
Okay,
you
that's
had to,
what it was.
Yeah, I think that's probably where that started. I had to bring this up because I had to speaking of double take, I had to double take when I read the headline. For those who don't know, Trae Young, point guard of the Atlanta Hawks, is being, has asked for a trade. And we found that out yesterday. Today, we find out the team that he prefers to be traded to. And again, I had to double take.
He's the first person in the history of basketball that wants to get traded to
The
this team.
Washington Wizards.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I have no explanation for
I
it.
kind of appreciate that.
Do you? What do you appreciate?
Don't appreciate that.
What do you appreciate
What
about it?
that tells me is that you want to stay out of games that matter.
Well, okay.
Why would you want to do that?
Maybe
You see that?
No, I see that, but my mind immediately.
They're,
went
by the
to,
way, they're
he
10
wants-
and 25. The only team worse are the Pacers, who are missing,
their whole team,
their best team, the best parts of their team.
I get what you're saying, Chris, but I think that.
You think he would take it as a challenge to turn them around?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know
Nah,
anything
I don't
about
think
him,
so.
but that's what I thought at first. Was like, hey, he wants to do his
No.
own thing. He wants to forge his own
That
path.
just seems weird to me.
Yeah, there's not too
Is
many
he
guys.
from Washington?
No.
He went to Oklahoma. I don't know where he's
Texas
from.
or Oklahoma, yeah.
Maybe he just wants to play basketball and put 37 points up a night and, cash a paycheck, which is, I guess it's his right. I thought most guys are in the league to try to win a championship, but going there is not going to happen.
It's like live golfers. That's what I was trying to say. Live golfers. They chase the money instead of playing in, getting world.
Speaking
golf
of that,
points
by
and
the way,
majors
your
and
guy
stuff.
Brooks is back now.
Oh, he's back already?
Live golf?
Well, no, he can't. He quit Live Golf.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
he
I'm
can't.
confused.
No, he can't go on the tour for a year.
Yeah, okay.
He's got to wait a year since his last.
Yeah, but you
Live
said he's back.
tournament.
He's back
Well,
on the PG Tour.
Well, he's back.
Wait,
in
what?
the,
He has to go
Time
through
out.
the.
Okay, let's start
Time
again.
out. Time out.
Brooks Koepka announced
I know
that he's out.
and that was because there was something he was dealing with family-wise, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't
I'm
know,
not
but
sure.
he's
Pretty
out.
sure that's what I read.
Well, he's out of Live. He wants back in the PGA Tour, and they're going to let him back, but they can't put him back in for a year, according to whatever
He's good.
deals were worked
He's
out.
got money. He'll be able to survive for the
Well,
year.
people in the golf world are surmising that they're going to find a way to get him back in
Earlier.
before that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Of course. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well,
They're gonna make some
listen,
special sponsor
I will-
exemption.
Yeah.
I will say
he's
the
a big enough name.
I will say the PGA Tour holds all the cards at this point. He walked out of that bad boy to get money. Now
Yeah,
he's coming
you
back.
think they would hold it against him?
I'm not saying they should hold it against him. I'm just saying they got the leverage. If they really wanted to stick it to him,
Rory
they could.
McIlroy said he'll welcome him back.
I'm sure he will.
Do we have to ask Rory's opinion?
He's the best golfer in the
Get
world.
out of
Yes,
here with
you
that.
do.
He's not.
Gosh.
Isn't
He's
he
not
number
better than Scheffler. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
He's
you're right.
definitely
You're right.
not better than Scheffler.
I mean,
My guy, Scheffler.
Scheffler's on a hot streak.
Your guy. He is your guy.
It's my guy. I'm
The
just
guy
saying.
had won nothing before you played around with him. Nothing. And became one of the best golfers in history.
Brooks did say he's prioritizing the needs of his family and staying closer to home, which to me reads,
Yeah,
I want
nothing.
out of live golf and I want back in the PGA
Well, he
Tour.
made enough
Listen,
money.
You gotta love Lou. He said, this ain't all that cracked up to be only playing these 3 rounds and what was the other?
They had a
What was
bunch
the other-
of stupid stuff.
It was
Team
like a shotgun.
competitions.
Yeah, well, the shotgun start wasn't. There's Wemby kicking the basketballs. Sorry, I had to say that because we talked
he
about
was
it early.
kicking- He karate,
Karate kick
karate
from
kid
under the
kicked it.
basket, kicked a 10-foot rim.
That's the
basically.
crane right there, isn't it?
It's insane. Yeah, that's insane.
It is hard to imagine kicking basketball out of a 10-foot
Without
net.
busting the back of your head wide open.
I would see if I was the owner of the Spurs, I would not invite him to do that again. I want him to get
Yeah,
hurt.
you know what? Go ahead, do it tonight, so we don't have to deal with you.
Yeah. Lakers Spurs, big one tonight for Tony Gwynn Jr. All right, we ready? Or
We're
just
ready.
Let's get to some sports
lollygagging
court.
here?
Yeah, here we go.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Creative Repipe. Got a few problems here, guys. Hit and run crash reported on westbound King Freeway before College Grove. It's over to the right shoulder. Also a collision on southbound 805 before Governor. A couple cars over to the right shoulder. Traveling up the coastline, northbound 5 before Delmar Heights Road. Accident blocking the fast lane. And we got this crash on East 78 before Center City Parkway. That's over to the right shoulder. Don't wait until that water leak in your home becomes a flood. Call Creative Repipe for whole house repipes. Get a 20% discount plus a lifetime warranty. Free estimates with financing available. Visit creativerepipe.com. That's creativerepipe.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Do you have a sports issue, San Diego? Do you need a third party to make a decision? The guys have put on their robes and picked up their gavels.
All rise. Here comes the judge.
Gwynn and Chris Sports Court starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, sports court. Today we actually have real life examples and then 2 stories I found on Reddit. So if you have a problem in life, email me, or not email me, but yeah, email me.
Why are they emailing you?
I can email you too. Give out your email, Tony.
That's why they're emailing him.
I'm talking about, you said if you have a problem in life.
Oh yeah, because we'll bring it to the sports court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In terms of sports
Yeah,
court.
give me
Gotcha.
as much information as possible. Here's my email, and I am sad I'm doing this. Matt.scraby@odyssey.com.
I think everybody could kind of figure that out anyway.
It's super secret, Chris.
Uh-huh.
If you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com.
By the way, somebody threw something out on the chat. Our own Ben Higgins is the guy breaking this whole story open.
He is.
Have you seen this?
You just said that.
I did.
Oh, Carl Sheffer's here. Sorry. My bad.
No, I did that off the air, though.
Oh, see, that was off the
Oh, you could, but you said it out. Oh, you had your earphones in or something. Because you said it out loud.
I
heard
said it to out when we were in traffic, I believe. So no one else heard it except for us.
The radio audience didn't hear it.
Oh,
So this
okay.
isn't total Carl Sheffer.
Okay. Did you hear him say that though? The first?
Yes, that's
you
why I
did.
looked this up.
Oh, okay.
To get
All right.
further notice. But we'll tell you
That
about
that wasn't on the air.
No.
Oh,
no.
I'm sorry, Chris.
That's okay.
I didn't mean to laugh at you, man.
Anyway, there is some news about the future of the Farmers Insurance Open, potentially. We'll share it with you at the
Wish
top
we
of
would
the
have known
hour.
about this news the other day when we talked to Marty
I know,
Gore,
we
because
could've
that's
talked to him
because that's who
about
Ben Higgins is talking to.
Yeah, Ben's got this. But
Well,
we'll give
good.
you the latest.
We'll steal Ben's story then and
we
credit
will.
Channel 10.
At the top of the hour, we will. Pilfering is allowed.
All right. The other day we talked about the whole Myles Garrett celebration on the field when he broke the sack record. He got to 23 sacks. It was a big deal. The refs stopped the game. Zach Taylor said we were fighting for our lives. How did you do that to us? We were trying to win the game. And Jamar Chase was not happy either. But here's where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to replay this interaction with Jamar Chase after the game, and then I'll ask you the question. You guys will decide. So here is Jamar Chase Sunday after Myles Garrett broke the sack record.
There were some people who were upset. You seem to be one pointing down the field when the Browns were celebrating the sack that was during the middle of the game.
I never knew you could let the whole team get on your field. That's like me catching my 10th pass and the whole team running on the field. We're gonna get flagged. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But congrats to him and everything. But they gotta call a flag on that play.
You guys were trying to go win the game.
We were trying to hurry up too. We couldn't even hurry up. The ref was looking at us like we did something wrong the whole time. So it was, I don't know what was going on that play.
All right, so there you go. That's just a little bit of Jamar Chase. I kind of like it. I kind of like how he's fiery like this because I would do the same thing. Get off my field. Don't celebrate your sack record while I'm trying to get on the ball. Okay, brah? Sorry. Chris, you're up first.
This is a courtroom. Would you behave?
Oh, yes.
Act like you have some sense here.
Come on.
Am I in contempt? All right, here it is. He's not afraid to take the dumb, but it's cool for them. Take like this is so dumb, but good for them kind of thing moving forward. He also spit in Jalen Ramsey's face and then denied it. So I think that might put it over the top. But Chris, is Jamar Chase a jerk?
Wow. A jerk.
I don't know what this is even doing in my courtroom, to be honest with you.
This is what you brought to court?
Yeah.
I thought about this the other day. I was like, this would be
Is
perfect.
he a jerk?
Is he a jerk?
I have no time for this. I don't know. I don't know him. I mean,
hate
is he a
when you
jerk?
say that.
Well, is he a jerk based on what I've read and heard?
Yeah, what you've seen, what
No,
you
I
heard.
don't think so.
You don't think he's a jerk?
No, I think the spitting thing he'd like to have back, but I think it was in the heat of battle against a player that he's not really fond of. And I think his comments there, I don't agree with. I mean, my point is I agree with his comments on the surface. But as I said the other day, when he breaks the Bengals' all-time receiving record, they're going to stop the game for him. So, he'll get the same treatment.
He also used a really bad example there.
He used a dumb example.
10
Let's just
passes,
be
10 catches is not
stupid.
That was just
stupid.
He should have said if I
stupid.
broke the catch record or
Yeah,
something.
Right. He didn't say that. He said about 10 catches.
Yeah, no, that was stupid. But I think Jamar Chase I have no problem with him. Honestly.
All right. Tony, is Jamar Chase a jerk?
I have a problem with you bringing it to the courtroom.
Why?
Is he a jerk? Yeah, he kind of is. First, he's very typical of whatever the generation after millennials are.
I think it's Z.
Z?
Or X. I always
Wait
have to
a
go
minute
look
now,
it up
Tony
again.
Gwynn Jr. taking a shot
Z-
at all you Gen Zs out there.
I mean, I got children in that realm,
so
so
you're taking a shot at them.
this is I'm well within my range.
You're fair
here.
to do, yeah.
Is he like oblivious to like everything that has happened in the history of sports?
Or Gen Z.
It seems like he is. Like, what do you mean you've never seen the game stop for a record-breaking? Like, it's happened in literally every sport,
every time,
including football.
Every time,
every single time.
Every time somebody does anything,
Listen,
they stop the game.
I would have been on board with this if he would have came out here and said, "Listen, we were trying to win the game. We were trying to hurry up offense. They wouldn't let us start." Cool. I get that. You want to win the game. Maybe you're not completely aware of it, and you're on the other side of it. So I don't expect you to be. But to sit up here, lie to us and tell us you didn't spit in my man's face when we all saw it, and then to get back up here, whenever this was, and say, this is like me catching 10 balls in a game and them stopping the game. And then on top of that, like completely miss the idea that this happens all the time. He just a lot of these. I don't know if he's a jerk, but he's got a lot of.
You called him a Grinch the other day.
He seems very Grinchy.
I like that because a Grinch
is kind of a
has
jerk
a good
too,
heart.
Does he?
But outwardly is pretty gruff.
No,
And
he has a good heart, but it's tiny.
Yeah, it's
tiny.
10
Well,
times, 10 times too small.
Maybe that's what Jamar has.
I think Jamar, I'm going to send him on his way and tell him that he needs to do a better job of reading the room.
I think I can get on board with that that decision.
All right, next one. Real world example. Matt Ryan. He wants to, he's on CBS, the morning pregame show before all the games on Sundays.
Okay.
Well, he wants to get in with a team. He wants to be a part of a front office, and he is hoping to interview. He's hoping to be selected. He's also hoping to do his analyst job as well.
Nah, dog.
But because there's a precedent already set, Mr. Gwynn, Tom Brady is allowed to do this. So, Mr. Gwynn, is because Tom Brady is allowed to do it, shouldn't everyone be allowed to do it? There's been a decision made. The Supreme Court.
Just ask your question.
I'm waiting
and
for
get out
him.
of
He's
the
like
way.
pouring something.
It's allowed to think.
It's a good point there, buddy.
This is a
Thank
high
you.
court. You got to take your time sometimes on these rulings.
Because I didn't have as much of a problem with it with Brady as I am seemingly having with.
Now you don't like the idea.
But I have to be consistent. Yeah, man. I mean, listen. The jury's still out on if this is a workable thing.
I agree with that.
I don't know that we've got any evidence saying that it is to this point.
And it hasn't necessarily, been a boon of success for the Raiders either.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that this is a thing that someone can manage well. But that being said, Tom is indeed doing it. And you can make the argument Tom's job is even more difficult because he's actually doing the games, whereas
Matt Ryan
is just kind of doing the analysis. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I think you got to be consistent. So I don't mind it. I think there's a lot of folks in Atlanta that want to see Matt Ryan somewhere involved in that organization.
Interesting. I also have to add that they're allowing Troy Aikman to do it while he's consulting with the Dolphins.
That's
as well.
not the same thing. Consulting.
Chris, because Tom Brady is allowed to do it, shouldn't everyone be allowed to do it?
Well, I'm going to keep my hair on because I don't feel like, taking it off and putting it back on. But I'm changing hats for a moment, and I'm going to be a broadcaster. As a broadcaster, I love this latest development that all of a sudden people seem to think broadcasters know everything. Tom Brady, Troy Aikman.
We can all make some extra money off of this.
Yeah, bring us on. Pretty soon, Tony Gwynn Jr. going to be calling games while he's general manager of the Guardians. Hell, they're in a different league. I don't know, when broadcasters all of a sudden got all the insight and intel, but maybe they've always had it and teams are recognizing it now.
Well, our boss Adam just sent me an article from today saying that Matt Ryan never said he was going to try and do both.
Did you get got?
No, because it was reported by Tom Pelissero that he wanted to do both, and Tom Pelissero then reported that he didn't want to do both.
He was wrong?
Oh, did he say he was wrong, or he just
hasn't said
he just wrote a
anything.
new report like the other one didn't exist?
All right, well, then let's put Tom Pelissero behind bars for screwing this whole segment
We got to
up.
stop doing this. We got to stop doing this.
I honestly
But
can't keep up
overall,
with news.
I'm not talking
I
about
can't
you.
keep up
I'm
with
talking
news.
about the fact that if he indeed wrote one
If
article,
he's this wrong, yeah, we got to start locking some of these people up.
It says on Monday, a report emerged that Matt Ryan hopes to stay at CBS when he becomes the new president of football operations with the Falcons. On Tuesday, a report emerged that Ryan won't try to pull double duty. Per multiple sources, Ryan was never planning to do both.
Tomorrow another report might surface. But
It doesn't change our decision.
Going back to the beginning of this, though, I wish Tom Brady. I think it's really difficult on Tom Brady, and I don't like the mixture of this. So I would hope that it would, be a one-time thing. But we'll see.
All right.
You're right. I mean, if they're going to let Tom Brady do it, they
gotta
got to
let
let
everybody
everybody
do
do
it.
it.
Tony, you're the commissioner of our fantasy football league.
Is this another question?
This is another question, but this is from Reddit. Now, the commissioner of this league did not think things through, and they want some advice on how to determine a winner. I'm the commissioner of a fantasy football league, and I am quite the situation. The championship game ended in a tie.
What?
We had a score of 117.2 to 117.2.
Okay.
In our bylaws, the tiebreaker was head-to-head record against each other.
Okay.
They were 1-1,
Okay.
so we can't go there. We don't do points scored as a tiebreaker, which we will now going forward. But how should I decide the winner? Suggestions are highest scoring player of the year on each team, who had more. Highest scoring player of the week in the championship week gets the prize. Or do we have a tie? How do I determine the winner?
You can go bench points as well.
Interesting.
Done
In the
that.
championship
In
game?
the championship game.
Choose bench points.
You can go bench points.
Seems
Listen, I
crazy.
think all those things that you came up with, highest point score, whatever the options were, those all work. But you can't end in the tie, though.
No.
Because especially if there's loot on the line, nobody wants to split a first place pot. So
you remember when the DeMar Hamlin thing went down? That was championship week for fantasy football, and
oh, that's right.
Our league was they just said, sorry, you're gonna, and the guy who had Josh Allen and like another player lost the championship because of that.
He sure did, and he had a
Hang
big
with
hang
him.
with.
yeah. Chris, what do you think? How did they decide the winner?
Yeah, any of those ways, but not now.
Yeah, no.
You didn't put them in. You can't name it
So
after
it's
the
just
fact.
tied?
Yes.
Has to be.
Co-champions.
That's the one thing that we hold pretty tightly in our league. Like, if it isn't done before the season
You can't
starts,
just
you
right
can't-
now
you can't
decide a way
change.
to break the tie. Your only answer here is co-champions, and I don't know that it's really that bad. In our league, for example, first place is I think 700, second place is 400.
We don't do
I don't know what you're
anything.
talking about.
Yeah, what the heck are you talking
I
about,
have
dude?
no idea what
Points,
you're talking about.
Chips. I
Chips.
mean.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
So you
Potato
take,
chips.
so you take the 1,100 chips, you get 550 to one guy and 550 to the other guy.
There you go.
And they both get their name on the trophy this year. That's it. There's no other way to do it.
I think that's the way to go.
All right. Final one, real quick. My girlfriend is extremely mad at me because of the Christmas gift I bought her. For the last year, she has been saying she wants to learn how to cook, or as autocorrect put on the sheet, cuckoo. She took some lessons and commented about how she wanted some pots and pans and things to cook more things. Well, I got her the pot and pan set, and now she is angry. She said this isn't an appropriate gift and that it's sexist. Chris, was I sexist?
This is very much like my pregnancy gift.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
You don't
No.
think he was being
I
sexist?
don't think he did wrong here.
Seems like he's caught in a pretty precarious
Yeah, I don't
trap.
think he was sexist, but I think it was a terrible gift. Terrible gift idea.
I think this would be great. If
No,
my girlfriend
not
was
for
like,
Christmas.
I would like pots and pans, I would go,
You know
Okay.
what? I would like pots and
I
pans.
understand
and he
it,
got
but
pots
okay,
and
let's
pans.
put this together.
How's that?
Who's she usually cooking for?
oh, I don't know.
Her significant other.
Yeah, okay,
I'm gonna go
right.
with that one, right?
Yeah.
So you say you want more pots and pans to cook for your significant other, and he gets it to you for Christmas.
So it's like Homer Simpson buying a bowling ball for Marge, even though she's never going to use it. Chris versus fans next, 833-288-0973.
Hey, it's Ben and
Kicking it off. Coming up, we have Big Five. 5 o'clock hour, Michael Flicks talking high school basketball. And a bunch of other stuff still to come on the program. I'm Chris. That's Tony. Scraby's here. Scraby, if you missed it earlier, survived the Ghost Pepper Challenge. First of all, Adam Klug just beat up the Ghost Pepper Challenge.
I don't think he has taste buds.
It was ridiculous. I mean, he came in, he just ate this, seriously hot ghost pepper salsa without, like he was drinking water, basically.
Even John from Temecula in the break was like,
couldn't believe
that was
it.
Incredible.
Yeah, and Scraby did his thing, and Scraby, look, you did it. You didn't go to the hospital or anything, so that was a victory.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you want to see how difficult it was on Scraby, go back to the 2 o'clock segment of the show today, about 2:15, 2:20, because Scraby definitely worked for his.
He did.
And so
he was glistening.
See, I think if you put it on like a taco or something, it would be much easier to handle than just
you guys
eating
are just scooping it right in.
You guys were like it was medicine.
Yeah, it was. But to Adam Klug, it was medicine. He probably has a tougher time taking medicine than he had drinking that salsa or eating the salsa. Anyway, that was earlier in the show. We are here. AJ Cassavell was on talking some baseball with us as well. And we're going to get into Chris versus the fans. But before that, we referenced our colleague, Ben Higgins, who is, he's out there breaking stories apparently now.
He's like hosting the news now, talking about important things.
My wife noticed him hosting the news the other night and commented on, why is Ben hosting the news? And I said, I think they just kind of need everybody to pitch in over there. I don't know.
All hands on deck.
Yeah, I don't know that Ben signed up to be a news guy, but he is. I think one day a week he does the news.
Ben is, what do you call a Swiss Army knife of
pretty much
broadcasting.
1,000%.
But he's got this story on the Farmers Insurance Open. Now, I thought of this earlier this morning because I was reading a golf column, and in the golf column, it was about what's coming up this year in golf and how Koepka might come back, how Scheffler will be going for the career Grand Slam if he can win the U.S. Open. One of the things apparently golf is talking about is moving the tour back and not starting until after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So getting if you make that decision, if you're golf, remember they keep moving the Super Bowl back further and further and further.
They do.
But right now, the Farmers Insurance Open is played before the Super Bowl, the week before.
Yep.
Last year was 2 weeks before, and that So the question now becoming: could the Farmers Insurance Open become a casualty of the golf new schedule? Is that the story, or is there even more to it?
No, that's basically it. Ben interviewed Marty Gorsuch on, so you can go to the 10 News website, and it's right there on the front page. But he said that he does believe the tournament's going to come back in some capacity, which the some capacity makes me a little nervous because
I don't like the sound of that.
I will take a, I don't want to say second-rate event, but like a B event, but I don't want a B event.
No.
I want the A event.
No, we're used to having an A event.
Yeah, we're not a B event city.
And the golf course itself is not a B.
It's one of the favorite places everybody loves to come. Why would the PGA Tour, if they say, look, we're going to start the thing after the Super Bowl, not just find another place for the Farmers Insurance Open to be? There's another week somewhere in the schedule.
It's not it's not like our weather changes at any point. You
just play it at a different time.
And every time CBS comes here, all they do is say how great San Diego is, how great the event is, how, if you want to come here, you should.
This thing has been going on in our town since the 1950s. That's I remember the first one.
Yeah, this is.
I'm joking.
This is.
Wasn't here for that.
We all believe that you were.
Yeah, I know. That's why you kept on going there.
Like Chris was there when they used balls of feather,
and they hit when they hit the old wooden clubs.
Yes.
The crooked sticks.
My thought. I'm scared of this because they've already they've started to close down some tournaments a little bit because each tournament is like its own business. And they're losing title sponsors. When you don't have a title sponsor, you cannot operate.
Was it always Farmers?
No, it was Buick.
Oh, goodness.
Buick before.
Yeah.
That's right.
Before it was Wicks, which was a furniture store. The Wicks,
Oh.
San Diego. You can go back and see all the different. I just honestly, I am old enough to remember when it was simply the Andy Williams Open. They didn't have sponsors. They just named it after celebrities in those days.
I'm not 100%
So-
sure about this, but I think they used to play some of it at Riverwalk before Tori was around.
Potentially, yeah. That
But
I don't know.
The PGA Tour already eliminated one event that I loved. And it's the Champions event that they have on Poipu every single year.
It
Because
used to be in La Costa.
it used to
back
be
in
at
the
La Costa.
day.
Now, then they moved it to Hawaii, and now
Yeah.
they've canceled the tournament altogether. Well,
And that was a
because of
tournament
a
where you
drought
had to
and-
win a championship from the year before.
right,
to
in
get
order
it,
to be
right?
there.
Yes. But this
Wow.
does make me nervous because it seems like I just don't understand why they
I
ever
do.
cut
This tournament can't go away. PGA would be really dumb. It seems to me.
San Diego's a huge golf hub. There's
We're
all the
also-
golf companies here. Like, that would be dumb.
Yeah, I just said that.
They don't really care.
Chris,
what you think
that
about
would be dumb.
Thank you, Carl Sheffers. By the way, if you read Ben Higgins' story, he wrote it in. You're on the, as you said, the
10 News
Channel
website.
10 News website. At the bottom, did you see what it says at the bottom?
Yes, it says
This story was reported on air by a journalist and has been converted to this platform with the assistance of AI.
Oh, really?
So this article was not actually written by
This is
Ben.
one of those AI articles.
It's using
huh?
his reporting and then writing it based on his reporting.
That seems diabolical.
You know, I
That
gotta
is
say,
weird.
that
seems diabolical.
That's so weird, man.
I gotta say that on the Big Five, sometimes when my things are too long, because
AI get in there.
our company pays for Google Gemini, I guess, and so I can refine it and shorten it, and it will shorten it. So if you ever hear something written very well, it's probably the AI that I threw.
Well,
AI
that's
did it.
understandable then. That is understandable.
I knew something was up with those writings.
Well, anyway, the Farmers is here this year, January 29th, etc. But, let's hope that this is just a possibility that gets squashed.
You may want to make sure you get tickets.
Right,
Might be
better
the
go
last
this year.
time.
I think
That's
we killed
crazy.
overtime.
All right, we got Chris versus the fans, and we don't need much time because I have not answered a question correctly all week. So,
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. You will play for, and by the way, we have some open lines. 833-288-0973. We are going to be playing for a qualification for a chance to win the grand prize. 2 tickets to Sammy Hagar at Dolby Live at Park MGM, a 2-night stay at Park MGM Las Vegas, and a $100 gas card. We all know Sammy Hagar returns to Vegas, and you could see him March 11th through the 21st, September 18th through the 26th. At Dolby Live at Park MGM. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. I should run that through our AI and see how it shortens it a little bit. The rules, which John did a really funny. The
rules.
The rules. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get the question wrong and Chris gets it right, you are eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it, and you'll get that question for free today.
Scraby's asking nothing but diabolical questions. Nobody can answer these.
Don't worry, we'll be back
Even
to
me.
we'll be back to the garbage questions next
Okay,
week.
good.
I didn't have 2 weeks to prepare. All right, our first contestant is going to be who's been holding the longest. Eric.
Eric, welcome to the show. How are you?
Doing good, fellas. How you guys doing?
Doing fantastic, Eric. Here we go. First question.
Good. Happy New Year to all you guys.
Happy New Year as well. What is the name of the shot that starts every tennis point?
The shot that starts every tennis point is, I'm assuming it's the serve.
Your assumption is correct.
They have so much faith in you, Scraby, that they wonder whether or not that's really
He's
the
trying to
question.
trick you.
Yeah.
All right, here we
I
go.
won't trick you on question number 1.
Yeah, couple of these
She
first
just
couple
said
days.
it's diabolical.
Yeah.
Here we go. Second question.
Timer's almost out, Tony.
The timer on choosing a question.
Which city hosted the 2025 NFL draft for the first time?
Oh, goodness. I love the NFL draft.
We do a show.
City.
Yeah, you're right. You think I
draft
should love it.
2025. Wasn't it Las Vegas?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Stay there. I think theirs was 2020 because
think
they
it
had
was
to do the boat thing with
right.
the COVID.
That's right. They had them coming in on boats.
Green Bay. I remember they were at Lambeau Field, and it was
correct.
like 100,000 people there.
I'm sorry,
Like,
Eric.
really?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was like completely sold out.
Green Bay is not easy to get to.
But
too, by the
imagine
way.
sitting in the upper deck on the corner of the circle of the stadium.
What else are
And
they
they're
doing in
down on
Green
this-
Bay in April? This is like
down
maybe
on a-
the first time they get out of the house.
Down on a stage a mile and a half away, Roger Goodell's going, and the pick is for the Bear. I don't get people. Why would you even want to go?
I may go.
You would?
If it was in San Diego and it was easy to get to.
Well, why
I may
would they
go.
have it here?
Well, they wouldn't
That would
anymore.
be silly at this point.
Like I went to the Super Bowl experience when the Super Bowl was here last time in 2003, I think.
Okay, that's fair. It's not a draft. It's not an NFL draft.
Next contestant, please.
Let's go to Joey.
Hello, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much, my
Poor
friend.
Joey probably never gets called Joey.
Joey.
Question number 1. Drake May played college football where?
Ooh, I think it's a tricky number 1. I don't know. Everybody knows that.
Oh, man. I have no idea.
No idea.
Well, guys, go Boston College.
Boston College.
He's in the right time zone.
Sorry, Joey.
He actually played here in the Holiday Bowl a few years ago, North Carolina. I think he played in
Boston
that game
College.
unless he opted
Sorry,
out.
Joey.
At one point was in the same conference. I don't think they are anymore. Boston College was in the ACC for a little
No,
bit.
they are.
No, they're
They
playing.
still
They
in
are.
ACC, yeah.
they
Yeah,
are.
Boston
Good
College
job,
now
Tim.
plays Hawaii.
Here we go. That's right.
Let me get the next
on their way
contestant.
to Stanford.
Let's go to. I don't know who to go to. Let's go to Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Jason,
Hey, guys.
welcome in.
How you all doing?
Happy
Very
Holiday.
good, sir.
Thank
We're
you.
doing well. Here we go. Question number 1. What team does Pete Alonso now play for?
What is he, the big
Alonzo.
What is he, the big what?
He's the polar bear.
Yeah,
Oh, the polar bear, yeah.
Yeah, he's just full of there. Give it to Chris.
Pass.
This is unlucky for you because we came in here yesterday and they had an old Met game on, and I saw Pete Alonso and I said, "What team did he go to?" And then Frank said, "The Orioles." That's the only way I would have known. I really didn't remember it.
By the way, I
Orioles.
don't think. Sorry, Jason.
Sorry,
I don't think
Jason.
an Oriole makes a caw.
I don't think
It
so
doesn't
either,
make a
no.
caw noise, but at least you. I
Is there,
hope you.
is there a team called the Crows?
The cause.
Yes.
Who's our next contestant?
I don't even know at this point. You know what? Let's we're having fun today. Let's pick up the unscreened call that just came in a little bit ago. Phone number ends with 84. Hello.
What's up? It's Max.
Max.
What's
He's
going
there.
on, Max?
Okay, Max, you're in.
Here we go. First question. What country is hosting the 2026 Winter Olympics?
Ah, yes. We talked about this with Mark Ziegler yesterday, if you heard the interview. But if not, this might be a very tough question.
Say it one more time.
Italy?
Oh,
Italy.
I heard it. There it is. Italy.
There it is.
Italy it is.
It looks like a disaster. The hockey rink we're going to talk about in the Big Five isn't even done yet. So
It is quite spread out.
All over the country.
Quite
I mean, it's
spread out.
Ziegler was like, "I'm kind of glad I'm not going."
Yeah,
He did say that.
we saw why after
Yeah.
we looked at our first selves. Here we go. Question number 2.
do the second one. Chris's head is going to.
Which AFC kicker is paid most in the NFL in regards to average annual value?
Basically,
AAV.
What kicker in the NFL makes the most money on a yearly basis?
Which kicker? And it's an AFC kicker. Apparently,
Yes, they gave
according
you
to
that.
Why is my head going to explode?
Yeah, I didn't understand that one either, but
I thought you wouldn't like this question. I don't, but it's okay.
It's not exploding.
It's an AFC kicker. Who
AFC
makes the
kicker.
most?
Probably the guy for the Chiefs, Butker.
Butker.
Wow, that
Got
is
it.
incredible.
All right, here we go.
That's
Question-
incredible. I gotta say.
That's good. Butker's a pretty solid guess, as it turned out. Is the
And
right one.
he gets his contract, and guess what? He's no longer good. So another guy who takes the money and then falls off the face of the earth.
Anyway, hater,
You are
Scravy.
such a
Question
I hope he's
number
enjoying
3.
his time at home while the playoffs are going on.
Question number 3.
That was his fault. They didn't make it. Good job, Max. Very good.
Who is the tallest player to ever win an NBA?
Well, now we're going tallest player.
Tallest.
To win one. We did the shortest one. I didn't do that
Scravy
too
had
well.
his best right here.
It's a perfect.
Who is the
match.
tallest player to ever win an NBA MVP?
You can also pass if you don't know.
Don't pass, because I don't think this is a good one to pass on.
Let's go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's who I would go with.
That's why you don't pass.
Good
Nice
job.
work.
You got it. You're the winner. Very good.
All right,
That was a good job. Max got them all, right?
I 100% knew Chris knew that one.
Stay
I'm
right
pretty
there.
sure, but after blowing it the other day, I was a little hesitant. But yeah, I
Do
didn't
we?
recall anybody being.
That was so
taller.
impressive. I got to ask you guys if we think he looked it up.
No, he came up with that
No,
quickly.
I'm not going to judge that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not our place to
Nice
say.
work, Max.
If I didn't try and
No, you're
ferret it
just a
out,
hater.
as Chris said,
You're an absolute hater.
You are.
The chat would get on me because they'd be like, "That guy was cheating."
You definitely
Stop
don't blame it
giving
on the
into
chat.
all the time.
Don't blame it on the chat. It's your responsibility.
That guy was cheating.
And that's kind of what
You
do.
asked the question. He
Your
immediately
antennas
said
go
Kareem-
up immediately.
He said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar like right away, right?
I thought it was pretty.
There was a
pretty quick.
hesitation there at all. He got
Max, you're a
Butker.
winner. Don't worry.
Max, hang on. Well done,
we
Max.
got your back, man.
I was
this guy
mainly
is over
saying,
trying to be
I
a
was mainly
hater.
saying it was so impressive.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Now at least
It
He's
was
also
so
he's also
impressive.
terrified of the chat too. So
Scraven, can you do the Michael Jackson moonwalk? 'Cause you sure seem like you can.
I
all
feel
right,
like
listen, we gotta get the break.
he
It's
may have been the
4:02.
best player in the game's history.
Borgwood and Chris on the other side.
From the 8-5.
Here talking some NFL and none other than our favorite Jerry Jones is in the news again, huh?
Jerry Jones. You know what? It's starting to get, you have to start wondering about Jerry. Although I appreciate what he's hoping to do. He's 83 years old. And he says 83. Yeah. He says that his goal in life is to be the owner, retire as the owner who won the most Super Bowls.
Good luck.
He's a little short, isn't he?
Jer said that's my goal, to be retired as the owner who won the most Super Bowls. We got 3. I think he just said this so he could remind everybody that he's got 3.
Is there an owner with more than 3?
Robert Kraft.
Yes, he said, how many more do I have to go? Kraft has 6.
Yeah,
so Jerry
you have
needs
to win 4.
Jerry has got to get 4. I don't think they've even won 4 playoff games in the last 30 years.
I don't think so either.
So
sorry, Mr. Matt Perez.
This seems like it's gonna be tough. I will say that you got to love his. Hey, look, I don't hear what's my guy's name again, Stephen Ross. I don't hear my guy Stephen Ross saying he thinks his goal is to even win 1 Super Bowl. So.
To be fair, Stephen Ross is kind of like the owner, at least in that he's not speaking to the media all the time.
True.
The kind of the owner that you would want.
Right. In that regard. Yeah, I get you. But, look, I will say this for Jerry. You have to say it before you can do it. So
gotta speak it into existence.
Right.
He's
gonna try.
Maybe you don't have to speak it into existence to the media. You could just speak it into existence.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
a private personal
goal.
You don't have to find the camera.
He called the press conference as a way of reminding everybody that he's has got 3.
I do know something. He said.
Yes, I have 3. The last one,
might have been the worst.
It
might have been the worst thing for Jerry Jones was winning the 3rd one. Because he won the 3rd one without
the first 2, everybody
he won it without Jimmy Johnson, right?
And then
he
when
got rid of Jimmy Johnson, they win the 3rd one, and it's just Barry Switzer, and it almost like, see, I told you, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he didn't win any without Troy Aikman or Emmitt Smith or Michael Irvin or all those guys.
No, he did that.
He had Deion Sanders that last one.
Yeah. By the way, Jim Harbaugh says he does expect his older brother John to be right back in coaching next year. Jim said, yes, he'll be coaching next year. We'll be playing against him in some form or fashion. Jim went on to say,
"Here's our answer. He won't be back there." He said he'll be playing against them.
Yeah, he says he hopes he goes to the NFC. I love what you said, though, Tony. Or wouldn't it be? I think great if the 2 of them could there be.
Scraby says there's beef, so
No, I've just heard.
I don't.
When
agree with this.
when Jim Harbaugh was with the 49ers, everybody was always talking about coaching against each other in the Super Bowl.
Well,
I started reading things about how they don't like hate each other. They're still brothers.
The two of them,
but they don't work well or mesh.
I disagree. The two of them practically. That's too much. They hugged very genuinely.
You know,
my brother.
You know what was interesting? I saw Tony Jefferson, who's played for both. He's playing for Jim now. He played for John for a few
Jefferson,
years.
right? Yeah,
from San Diego.
Eastlake.
He was asked the difference between the two, and the way he described it was kind of cool. He said that they're both super football guys. They want to talk football all day long. He said, whereas John kind of approaches you like this.
He's more cerebral.
Jim approaches you like this.
Which Tony had two different faces.
I thought that was like it's more of a scowl. Like I'm kind of like, what do you got going? And versus Jim, who is just like the upbeat, outgoing one.
Yeah.
But in terms of football, they are pretty much identical, according to Tony Jefferson.
I just think it would be great if they could be. I guess you can't be co-coaches. Somebody's got to make the call. But
yeah,
if you had Harbaugh on the same sideline,
that's some good energy, man.
Seems like that would
good
work.
Football energy. All right, we gotta get to break. On the other side,
Big Five.
Indeed.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Based on.
There's a Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me.
Squirrely.
We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble, and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's a Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second
birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Scrape. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off of a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's a Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Scrape. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy.
Gwynn and Chris back at you, 436. We got a Scraby Big Five. We're coming to you from the Bill House Studios, where today Adam Klug just absolutely downed 3 heaping spoonfuls of ghost pepper salsa. Matt Scraby did the same thing, did not fare quite as well, but did survive. And here he sits.
Thank you.
As the program continues here, we've got our Big Five shortly. Quick note that I thought was interesting. Maybe I'm overrating this. All-time leading receiver in the NFL playoffs, yards per game. And you have to have played at least 3 playoff games in your career.
That doesn't seem like a lot of playoff games.
Give it to me again.
All right, 3 games minimum as a NFL playoff wide receiver. Most yards per game. All-time leader in the history of the sport. DK Metcalf. 112 yards per game. Second, Puka Nacua. Third, Larry Fitzgerald.
It's not bad.
I don't know. You know, all these Steelers stats about the 23 Monday night games in a row and Tomlin and Monday night. I don't know about the Texans. We'll find out what our picks are tomorrow on the program. Right now, we'll check traffic, and then Scraby will give us the Big Five.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Not too bad of a ride. Just a couple things to mention here. Southbound side of the 163, an accident near the 8. It's over to the right shoulder. Also, still clearing this hit-and-run accident westbound King Freeway before College Grove. That's over to the right shoulder. I'm Kelly Danick. with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Hey everybody, we're broadcasting live from the Bill Howe Studios. We know how. Now.
Number 5.
Thank you for that, Carl Sheffers. I just said
Did you?
that like a minute and a half ago, Carl.
Hey, never too many sponsor mentions, man.
That's true.
Never too many studio. They
Fair enough.
own the studio now.
Fair enough.
We can't
Fair
call
enough.
it the Odyssey Palace. It's the Bill Howe
I know,
Palace.
I can't call it
Palace,
that
yeah.
anymore.
What is it? That
Yeah.
is it. It's the Bill Howe Palace.
Well, we weren't getting any money for me calling it the Odyssey Palace.
No, Odyssey is not going to
So-
pay for its own sponsorship.
Right,
Are
yeah,
you kidding
we weren't
me?
going to get any money there.
All right, let's start with this one. Nevada football head coach, I love his last name, Jeff Choate.
Choate?
Choate.
I played with a
Choate?
Wasn't there a Randy Choate picture? Yeah.
I played with Randy.
I'm not making. I just love saying the name Choate.
Apparently you do.
He had a press conference. Tony's dying over there. He had a press conference the other day, and he said something many programs are not saying. I think the kids say he's saying the quiet part out loud for some of these smaller colleges. And here is Coach Choate.
You know what happens when you come to Nevada? You go get 1.4 million to go to Oregon if you're developed the right way, right? You know, a guy that couldn't play consistently at the University of Texas got drafted when he came here, right? A guy that was a junior college guy, a walk-on, ended up becoming a first-team Mountain West player, and then went and got a bag at West Virginia. A guy that was kind of a sometimes player at Butte College comes here, gets developed, and becomes a first-team All-Mountain West player. A journeyman safety from the Big Sky Conference comes here and becomes a second-team All-Mountain West player. Like, that's one of the things that we're selling.
So apparently Tony sent me this a while back, and I just didn't see it.
What was that speech from 1983 or something?
I saw it on Instagram today.
It was recent. It was about. It was. I think it was a month ago. And I actually.
It was a month ago.
It might have not been a month. Maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. But I reached out to. I had sent the video to one of my buddies, Chris Dickerson, who went to Nevada. I asked him how he felt about it. Let's just say he wasn't
really
digging,
agree with it.
He wasn't digging this idea that they need to be.
They're selling the fact
feeder
that we
school.
will.
Yes,
we
yes.
will, we will bring
them.
you from Montana to us, and then we'll send you on your way.
Right. He was not feeling that at all, and I imagine the alum. I can't imagine them getting behind that.
Well,
but I did respect the fact that he understands where they are at this particular time compared to the other schools.
Do you think they're going to send Choate a note?
Choate a note.
I forced that one in.
A Choate note.
A Choate note. I actually think this is kind of smart. So I was going to ask Chris, should San Diego State maybe think about marketing their program this way?
Hell no.
Who's better right now, San Diego State or Nevada? End of story.
I don't know.
I think we got our answer last night.
Well, this is football we're talking
And
about.
football.
We got our answer in that
I
one
don't think
too,
Nevada
buddy.
won a game this year, so
really?
Choate may not be long for the job. Maybe one at the end.
Choate's going to need his coat.
If he wants to go out and vote.
You guys are on a roll right now.
Is that it, Chris?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, Tony. They were 3-9 this year, so you're right. They weren't very good.
Nah. I mean, how do you there's like a specific player you're trying to get then, right? I mean, even from that standpoint, who is
like Dale Sean Staley comes to mind. He came from, I believe, was it Northern Iowa?
Yes.
So he goes from Northern Iowa to San Diego State, and then I believe he is entering the transfer portal.
Yes, but I don't think you sell yourself for that.
Right.
I think some guys might be looking for that.
Well, then they can, but I think it can be done unsaid.
Right.
I don't think you need to announce.
You don't need to pigeonhole yourself into that corner
is true.
right there.
That is true.
Like, we're not even trying to keep you forever. We just want you for a year, and then we'll send you on your way.
If you're good, we can't wait till you leave.
Isn't he adjusting to the environment of college football?
I don't know that this is the adjustment.
Okay.
I'll say that.
All right, let's move on.
Number 4.
Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles is, I wrote this morning, not 100% safe, but he is 100% safe because he is coming back as the Buccaneers head coach in 2020 or later this year.
6.
Yes. But if fans had their way, he would have been sitting packing after last season. They're very angry at Todd Bowles, and I don't know why. Because I kind of know why. After 4 seasons, Bowles has won the NFC South 3 times, but with an overall record of just 35-33 and a playoff record of 1-3. They started 6-2 this year and finished 8-9. So, Tony, if you were Bucs ownership, would you part ways with Todd Bowles?
No. But, I mean, shoot, I wouldn't have parted ways with John Harbaugh either. He lost his job. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
They had the same record this year, so
so maybe
8-9.
I listen. I know Tom Brady went there and won a Super Bowl, but I don't know that their expectations should be where the Baltimore Ravens are, where it's like Super Bowl or bust. The NFC South is just historically.
Has it ever had a good year? It must have had one somewhere.
I know they did because of
the Super Bowl.
I know they did because the Falcons went to the
Super Bowl too,
but they didn't have a great record that year.
Talking about like the whole division, they've all been to the Super Bowl once,
right?
But does like the division ever been strong?
And so I don't know. I'm willing to give Todd Bowles one more year and see where that rolls.
I mean, you won the division 3 years in a row. That's pretty.
They had a bunch of hurt individuals
Yes,
that defense, offense that were big pieces.
And I think Baker Mayfield was playing hurt.
I think he was too because he looked nothing like
no
what we saw early.
The first 8 games, he was MVP.
He's also the type that wouldn't tell us if he was hurt too. I think.
Didn't Todd Bowles in his first year go looking at this?
Yeah, he went 8-9.
He was 8-9 with Brady as the quarterback. According to this,
I don't remember that.
Says Brady was the top passer that year. That's why I'm
They went
checking.
8-9.
Yeah,
but they made the playoffs and won the division.
No,
Right?
that was
but
the
they
year.
won the division. Yes, they did.
Was that the year Tom was like, "I'm not playing," and then I'm playing?
I don't remember, but I think they
Because
won
the
8-9,
first
and
year-
then they lost the first playoff game. But Brady they won the division
Yeah,
at
that was
8-9.
That was the year I think after they won the Super Bowl, they came back the following year, right?
Actually 2 years. He
2
went
years
11-5. Brady was there 3 years.
Man.
According to this, which I
Time
didn't
flies,
recall.
because
It does. I don't remember
that at all.
3 years either.
Yeah,
I remember
20
2. at
Well,
most.
one of the reasons you don't remember is 20 and 21 were both kind of the COVID
Oh,
type.
yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, when Tom Brady was gathering in parks trying to practice.
Cheating,
Yes.
as you like to say.
I mean, the guy he almost got arrested for a COVID violation.
I would. You didn't ask me, but I'll answer quickly.
Yes,
I
go
would
ahead.
get rid of Todd Bowles because just watching him, I don't think he's great.
Okay.
That's my thing on him. I think never mind all the whatever he's won or lost. He doesn't look like he's
Did you see his press conference after they lost? He was quite fiery.
Yeah.
Wait,
but that
he
doesn't
had another
change
one?
it.
No, that one.
Oh, where
the
he
one,
had
where he
the
was
curse-
swearing.
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
He looks
yeah.
a little perplexed on the sidelines.
He
And that's
does.
not the look I want.
He does have the Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
You know who
I
we
don't
used
know
to
what
say
I'm
that
doing.
about, though? We were pretty tough on him.
Sirianni?
Sirianni certainly looked at
Yeah, he
that
still
same
looks
look.
perplexed. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
All right, we got to move on to
Number 3.
former USC Trojan Keyshawn Johnson. I don't know if Tony had seen this, but he has a message for USC football, and he is not happy
He's not
with
happy
his
with the
school.
He's not happy with the Notre Dame thing.
Not
sure.
at all. Here he is.
I can't believe what I just heard. But I just heard that we're not playing Notre Dame. I think the series is getting ready to end like in the next year or so. Here's what I'm going to say, man. I don't know what the F is going on with our athletic department. Okay, we got people in there that are not Trojans, that don't know anything about being a Trojan, running our athletic department. We got a head coach that knows nothing about being a Trojan. Why don't we just not play football? How about that? We're not going to play Notre Dame again, possibly till 2030 is what I'm understanding. That doesn't make any sense. I grew up on the Notre Dame USC rivalry, and I'm not one to go in on my athletic department, nor am I one to go in on the USC football coach. But if I can remember correctly, I had Lincoln Riley talking about, well, I don't know if I want to play them in the future. You ain't going to be here in the future, especially if you keep missing the playoffs.
Playoffs. He goes on for a little bit, and I had to cut it, but you can see he's not happy with the decision to not play Notre Dame. So, Chris, Is he right?
Well, he's right about the Notre Dame thing, but he's powerless like the rest of us to do anything about this. You know, the historical part of college football means something to a lot of people, but it means nothing to the people that are after the almighty dollar right now. And Notre Dame, rather play somebody that they feel they can beat easier, improve their position. BYU, I think, is who they're playing instead of Notre Dame, or instead of USC. Of course, USC blamed Notre Dame. Notre Dame blamed USC. I don't know. But my thing that I agree
Notre Dame shouldn't be blaming anyone right now.
They should just, shut up and stop being the crying Irish. But this isn't question about them. This is about the Trojans. And I totally agree. I really do with Keyshawn being angry with and about Lincoln Riley. They gave him more money than any coach ever. They bought him a house. They paid off his house and the other. They welcomed him in with a parade. I mean, it was unbelievable, the serenade this guy got. And he's taken them to the Holiday Bowl, all due respect. He's taken them to the Las Vegas Bowl and this year to the Alamo Bowl. That is not what USC football is about. And I think that's where Keyshawn is really
heard
angry.
the Alamo Bowl is great.
You know what I'm saying. It's not one of the playoff games.
I know. Of course. You expect to see USC in a playoff game.
Well,
not
that's what
in
they
an
should be
Alamo Bowl.
competing for, I think, and that's what Keyshawn thinks.
Tony is our resident Trojan man.
Yeah.
I'm having fun today. Is he right?
I think he's right to be mad about the Notre Dame thing, but I think he's taking, and that's what this whole thing is about them not playing Notre Dame. I think his anger at the Notre Dame thing led him to bleed into some other things. But I think his anger should be directed at Notre Dame.
Seems like
they're the ones that
heard,
have pulled out of this and cut USC off of their schedule. And, it's all in a move because they're still salty about not making the playoff.
Yeah.
And so to give Keyshawn some grace, I know this came out like immediately when this news happened. It was a few days later that we started to kind of learn some of the details on why it happened. So I don't know. He hasn't issued an apology. So maybe he felt he said what he said. But
good for you, Keyshawn. Notre Dame deserves to be called out. Sorry.
I'm saying
they're saying they're bigger than the whole history of college football.
That's
basically.
who should be in this particular case. That's who Keyshawn should be mad at is Notre Dame. They're the ones doing the whatever they're doing.
The hijinks.
I couldn't find.
They want to take their ball and go home.
They do.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
That was it. Can you please clip that? That was funny.
I was just thinking about
that. Was funny.
Let me put this in the doc.
I'm mad.
451.45.
That was good, yeah.
I am mad. All right, next one.
Number 2.
Now, look at this, guys. I put it in your document, but I put a big picture of a billboard that is up in Times Square right now because Texas Tech put an ad in Times Square to celebrate signing Brendan Sorsby, who they made the highest paid quarterback in college football with a reported $5 million NIL deal. And so I looked around to see how much something like this would cost. And it's estimated that this ad cost the school hundreds of thousands of dollars to put up. So, Tony, you are up. Do you think this is worth the money? Does it have an impact? Paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for Texas Tech to put up an ad in Times Square after signing a quarterback. I don't know how much more I can talk.
You're asking me if I have a problem with this?
No. I'm asking, do you think this is beneficial to the school in any way, or is this a waste of money?
I'm mad.
I think it's a waste of money.
Of course you do. That's why we're talking about it.
Yes,
of course you would.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of waste of money. If you already have the guy signed, I mean, is he going to you never know with these kids, though. He might be like, hey, you don't get my picture up on Times Square, I'm going back in the border.
I'm going to
Danny O'Neill was like, if you don't get Ferraris on that field.
3-4 years ago with the women's team, we were in New York for a tournament. We took the kids, everyone to Times Square, looked up, and there were the two the twins that played for the Fresno
yeah,
State.
yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
were up on a
the
huge
Cavender
thing.
twins?
Yeah, right. And all the kids were like, "Oh my goodness! Look, I mean, so
That's
Times
the
Square
quarterback's
does."
girlfriend, isn't it?
I
Miami.
think it is one of their
Yes,
quarterbacks.
it is, you're right.
girlfriends.
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck.
Yeah.
But it has a hell of an impact on this generation, I think.
I think
So
you're right.
I think it does. I think they get
you're
their
right
money,
there.
their bang for the buck here.
This means that Texas Tech, every time they sign a big
Well, that
player, they're
might
going to have
be.
to put up an ad in Times Square.
That
Well, why
might
did you
be.
do it for Brendan Sorsby, but you're not doing it for me?
I'm mad.
I'm mad. Really quick, I'm glad we don't have enough time for this, but I don't understand why MLB Network has a Shohei Day today. 1-7 because his number is 17.
Oh, they're sharp.
You know why?
Why?
Because they have nothing else to put on TV.
I understand that,
At
but
all.
where's the Aaron Judge? Where's the Fernando?
They gotta
Day?
go to 99 to get
know
the
what tomorrow
damn
is?
judge.
You know
How
what
is that
tomorrow
gonna
is?
happen?
What's
Tomorrow. 1-8, Tony Gwynn Jr. Day.
Oh, that's right.
And then
Ain't
his dad
enough-
on Friday.
Ain't enough highlights
His
for
dad
a day.
1-9 on Friday.
So, Chris, is this necessary?
Oh, Tony's right. They got nothing to, you know,
Nothing.
and you
And
don't
you
have to
don't-
watch
you know
it.
how
There's
bad
a
we-
knob on the, TV.
Guess what?
or
I don't have it
whatever.
on.
You
for that
know
reason.
how
Turn
you
the
know how
thing.
bad we talk about it when they run those movies up again. So they
I'd
gotta
rather watch Brewster's Millions for the 5,000th time than Shohei Day.
Well, then your time will come.
All right, we'll be back shortly with more on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yeah.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back. And there's 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here. And then the going straight is also red. And that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right. I've got cars on my left. I got 2 in front of me. I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right, you're stuck.
You're not going anywhere.
And my first thought, of course, as a good scout or, athlete,
Samaritan.
is to look around. Is there any way out? Can I back up? Can I, I'll do anything. But there is nowhere for me to go.
No.
It happens a third time.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty clear at this point, this light's broken. And I'm starting to think, how are we going to get out of this? Am I going to have to call, the police to come and fix it? No one's going to know it's broken.
911 emergency response.
Yeah.
Where's your emergency? Ruffin Road in Claremont. The light is stuck.
The light is stuck. And so this is 5 minutes probably, but you can imagine 5 minutes.
No,
that's a long
That's a
time,
long
right?
time.
Well, when it comes to the 4th time, I finally start just leaning on my horn.
Oh.
I'm trying to get...
What are the people in front of you going to do?
Well, because there was a moment, right, after the traffic comes this way, it paused.
You want them to run the light.
You could at least a couple people could run the light. We could get this going here.
You want them to run the light.
I did.
Break the law.
Well, they had to. Otherwise, we'd still be there. Anyway, so this is going on. So I'm starting leaning on my horn. The lady next to me looks at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Good for her. Good for her.
And good for her.
Kidding.
I'm like,
just
ma'am,
kidding.
are you just clueless? Were you going to sit here the rest of your life?
She has faith that the light's going to turn eventually.
Evidently so. If it had gone again, the guy next to me on this side rolled down his passenger window. That starts to go down. I think he's going to be mad. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the light's broken. Like, how do you not know this? We've all been sitting here for 6-7 minutes now. The 2 cars at the very front of the left turn lane are not budging. So they apparently are content to sit there for as long as it need be.
They also have faith that the light is going to turn.
But I have no faith.
What gives them that faith?
Yeah, but what gave them the faith? I mean, it had cycled through 4 times now. The 5th time, I was going to just have to get out of my car and walk up to them and go, will you please do something? Or get, and if you don't, and I would have something. You know what I would have said? If you don't want to run the light, just get out of my way so I can run the light. I'm not sitting here the rest of the day. And finally, on the 5th time, the first 2 people ran the light, and the next person was able to get half. You know what I mean? And after a couple more cycles through, I got out of there. But I don't know
if the light ever start working.
I don't know if you're at Claremont Mason Ruffin Road, you might still be there. I don't know. This was 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow.
So my question to you is, how differently would you have handled this than I did? And I'll start with you, Tony. Would there have been any difference, or do you know?
I don't know if I would have laid on my horn.
You would have just never laid on it.
I think I might have maybe rolled down the window, see if I could talk to somebody, see what else.
See if anybody else was in on it?
I don't think I would have laid on my horn because, listen, what you're asking is for them to, which may not be easy for everybody, and that is the timing between when because they're waiting for their light to turn.
Yes,
right?
they were waiting for
the light's not going to turn. But that also then requires them to guess the exact kind of when the timing of when they can go. And
you know what? Figure it out.
I think a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with
running the light, even under these circumstances. Well, I think
not when there's other cars that could actually hit them.
Okay, I think you're right. And the reason I think you're right is because of the 40 to 50 cars that were now piled up in my area behind me and around me. I was the only one honking.
Crisello out for the last hour. He will return later on in the 5 o'clock hour. But Michael Flicks also will join us last segment of the 5 o'clock hour. Matthew Scraby.
Yes.
Did you see the trade today? Cubs.
Yeah.
Marlins.
Yeah.
We didn't get to it earlier, but Marlins give up Edward Cabrera, we saw him against the Padres. He pitched pretty well, I must say.
Yeah, he's a fireballer, right?
Fireballer with a really good changeup. Got a few other pieces to go with it. He's added to a Cubs rotation that, I think that was probably the weaker part of their team last year, maybe. Maybe not, though. Matthew Boyd had a great season. We saw Tyon pitch that last day. He pitched game 3.
I was thinking that Steele, they lost the entire year, right?
Still, they lost the entire year.
Yeah, but
Tyon pitched game 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Shota Imanaga, he'll be back. And now you add a guy like Edward Cabrera to go along with Cade Horton, who was up for a Rookie of the Year conversation. Did he end up winning it?
Cade Horton? Man, it's amazing how we
forgot already. I don't think he did.
Quickly.
But they also have Javier Assad, and then Justin Steele will be coming back from elbow surgery. So,
in the NL it was Drake Baldwin.
Oh yeah, catcher for the Braves. But yeah, nice trade for the Cubs. They get a good pitching piece. On the other way, Marlins get, I think, 3 hitting prospects.
Yeah, one of them is Owen Cassie, but is that a former Padre? His name sounds very familiar. It doesn't matter because you know who the real player in that trade that the Padres gave out? Jacob Marcy.
I don't think we had Owen Cassie.
Okay, Jacob Marcy, though, he's one to watch in Miami because he was very good at the end of last year.
Yeah, he was starting to finally go ham.
Yeah. You could say that. Let me ask you about the Cubs themselves. Why? Because I feel like the Cubs are always talked about as a team that it isn't a big market. They have a lot of money, but they're not necessarily spending that money. Why do you think that is?
Because their owners are cheap.
Really?
I think that's what it boils down to.
That's all it boils down to.
I think that you can't say they don't have money. Do you know who their owners are?
The Wrigley people, right?
No, they're not the Wrigley. It's the Ricketts, I believe.
Oh, the Ricketts.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, they got loot.
I know they do. So why wouldn't they invest it? Because every year we talk about the Cubs being the team that's going to spend a bunch of money, and then they never do. And it seems like their fans are always upset with how the roster is constructed.
Their fans have a right to be upset based on the market they're in, the amount of money their owner has and is not really. I mean, listen, they're not at this point. They're not bringing back Tucker.
Yeah,
They made the trade to bring him in, and this is after dismantling their World Series team after they kind of let the wheels kind of fall off on that.
Yeah.
And they haven't been willing to spend to pay, that big bat,
Yeah, I mean
that they need.
They definitely need the big bat. There was a CBS Sports article I found earlier today with MLB.
I saw the Padres grade on this.
Off-season grades so far. Padres grade was C-.
Good point.
That's what it says in the article so far.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they're writing this article. Obviously, it's just a click thing. And obviously I clicked and I brought it to the show. But I would say the Padres did better than C- because bringing back Michael King was something that we didn't think was going to happen.
I don't think they got better than a C-.
Really?
Personally. Because I think an off season a lot of times is on what you can add to your team. I mean, Michael King was I know he was a free agent, but he was on the team last year. And I think it also has to do with, where have you been able to improve? And I think, just to get Michael King back was like to hold serve almost, at that point.
Yeah.
I think the jury's still out on Sungmun Song.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see.
And I think we also know that if you're dealing with AJ Preller, off season isn't actually over until game 1 of the regular season.
I said this on the Scravy show last night. I am not going to panic ever anymore about this roster construction because it seems like I panic every single year. We get into spring training, they put it together, everything's fine.
You definitely panic every year.
And they have a lot of their positions already covered. Their outfield's covered.
First base is the only position.
First base is the only
covered.
position.
Maybe DH.
Yeah.
Maybe DH because I think what Sung does is he gives you a little bit more versatility off the bench. Assuming he's not going to be an everyday guy. So yeah, man, I think Padres should be it should be an incomplete, not a C.
All these teams should be incomplete, but as Chris pointed out earlier, the White Sox got an A. I mean, your friend, why am I forgetting his name right now? Will Venable.
Yes,
is the manager of the White Sox. He's very happy.
I read a report that owner, who's owner of the
is it Reinsdorf?
Reinsdorf. I heard that he had to be convinced to sign the Japanese player. And I know that to be probably true. Having had conversations with Will, he's gotta earn whatever. He gotta go in there and convince Jerry that, hey man, this is what we should do.
He got 2 years, $34 million. So apparently $17 million is too much for the White Sox for a player. I mean, obviously you don't know what he's gonna do.
We all kind of get that way as you get older. You're just a little tighter with your money.
And Reinsdorf is kind of stepping away as it is.
Yes. He's hold on, I'm giving you 34 million. I'm not quite attached to this as I used to be.
Let's see some of the other scores from around NL West. Colorado Rockies, a B. They got a B.
Who they do? I guess because of their front office. Is that why they got the B?
It says they haven't done anything of note this offseason insofar as the roster is concerned. Last time I checked, that's the most important thing. But they did bring in Paul DePodesta.
Oh, yeah. Because, he's only
Browns.
been in the Browns organization the last however long.
And how has that been? Go check out the players that they signed.
Hey, man, teach his own.
Diamondbacks, B-. They say bringing back Merrill Kelly. I stumbled into this last night because I was talking to someone asked me if there was one hitter and one pitcher out there in the free agent market, who would you go after? And I put the parameters, can't just spend money, So I said Zach Gallen. Because the Diamondbacks
can't just spend money. You're going to spend money to get him.
Here's my thing.
Oh, you think his price tag is dropping?
No. Here's my thing. The Diamondbacks went with Merrill Kelly, 2 years, $40 million. That tells me that they are not interested in bringing back Zach Gallen.
Who's Zach's agent? Let's find that out.
Well, what I was thinking is Zach Gallen, if he's not finding suitors, the Padres should do like a Nick Pivetta deal with Zach Gallen, where he gets a very low salary for this year. But then the next year, it jumps up into like the $20 million range.
I don't know. Listen, I like Zach. I think he would be. Oh, he's a Boris guy. That's probably why it's been late. That means he's going to get his cheese too, probably.
And I don't think the owner, Ken Kendrick, really likes Scott Boras after the whole Jordan Montgomery thing. And he's very cautious with Scott Boras negotiations.
Some goods that maybe he wasn't very happy with.
All right, let's see what the Dodgers have. The Dodgers have a B. They said with the addition of Edwin Diaz, that's a big thing. Losing Kirby Yates isn't that big of a deal.
That's all they got?
That's all they got.
Well,
it's illegal to say anything bad about the Dodgers in this day and age.
To answer your question, the more I think about it, I don't know what it's going to cost you. I can't imagine it being a whole lot, but I mean, Max, add at the very back end of your rotation.
I agree. That would be fun. I think it's worth giving him a shot.
I think it is too. I think it just adds to your depth. Like, let's say he can't go, every fifth start. You got some guys that can kind of fill in for a little bit of time to kind of get you there going. If it's not expensive, man, I think he would be good at the back end.
What did he pitched pretty well in the World Series
postseason
last year.
He pitched better than he did. I mean, he was kind of injured most of the time, and that's the part that you hesitate on. If he was just throwing up innings even at this age, you wouldn't really hesitate. But it's been a while since he's put together a season.
Let's see. He went.
And Max has got to be close to. I'm 43, so he got to be
what? 41. He was
41?
born before. He was 84, so 41.
Yeah.
He went 4 1/3 on November 1st.
And remember, postseason you don't get the long leash. You're going to get. They're getting just the precise amount out of you.
But the postseason, he gave up 6 runs. He struck out 11. It wasn't an ERA of 3.77. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Max Scherzer coming to town. I think that would be fun to have him in town. Because I know you guys talk every once in a while, so that's good for the show. If Max Scherzer comes to town,
thinking about the show.
That's good. Yes.
Yeah, are we gonna get to play some of that Dallas Braden?
Yeah. You want to play right now?
I don't know if we have enough time. Do we? 5:10.
It is 5:10. We already have a segment with Chris coming up next.
Let's just hold on to it. We can play it tomorrow.
Okay. I will put it
in our
another
doc full
for
4-hour show for you tomorrow, too.
Yes.
No
Dallas
Thursday night
Braden
football.
goes in on the Hall of Fame
He
writers.
brings up some great points. I mean, we've kind of been talking a little bit about it since the vote or the new members are going to go in, and how the writers have held strongly to this idea that, there's some type of, moral compass that is being kind of held to this generation of players.
What do you mean?
I mean, in terms of the steroid, cheating, that part, even though, for this group of guys, it wasn't an actual rule.
Yeah.
And it was something that a large majority of the league was involved in.
Yeah.
But they have left some of the very best out of the game. And I think as a result of that, there has been some damage to guys that were just like in that era, right?
There has been, yeah.
I'm not, and so Dallas goes in on that. We'll get you, probably play that for you guys
Just
tomorrow.
put it in our document for tomorrow.
Indeed. All right, let's
Hopefully
get
it
to
doesn't
break.
Confuse Chris.
Chris has some terrific, what do you call these, NFL playoff stats.
Yeah, he went through the matchups.
For the specific matchup.
Yeah, he texted us this morning, and I could feel the excitement.
This was supposed to be a much, much longer segment. We just didn't have time.
I told him to
cut it
shrink
down.
it.
He had to cut it down. So we'll get to that when we return. More Gwynn and Chris. There's some traffic.
From the 855.
Tony,
much
care
more.
to,
Tony, I don't know where Tony went.
Because Tony,
I see the corner of his room.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be back shortly. Harbaugh.
I'm not sure where he went. I might text him to see if he's okay here in a second.
Hope he didn't. Yeah.
Did you think he fell in the shower or
Well, I hope he
something?
didn't meet with foul play.
You think he met with foul play in our commercial break?
I don't know.
I mean, he is in New York City. So.
He's in New York City. It could be. You never know.
All right, we'll just go forward.
We're just going to go forward without Tony. I'm sure he'll rejoin us when he gets a moment.
Everybody stare at that box in the top right corner because it's just the corner of his room.
I'm going to look now. I'm kind of intrigued.
Oh, someone says maybe he's in the bathroom. I don't know.
He's been known to go there, as have all of us, frankly. But Him more than most.
Over under, Tony just forgot that he was doing the show.
That's not nice. Yeah, so maybe that's what they're thinking.
You know what just hit me, Chris?
No.
What if Tony went out to get like ice or something and he forgot his room key?
That is something
Very
that he
possible.
is more than capable of doing.
Because he would never be gone this late, this long, with knowing that he was on the show.
No kidding, man. We took a commercial break like 5 minutes ago, and he has not returned.
I'm going to text him.
Like, are you out in the hall trying to get into your room
Say,
right now?
Everything okay?
Oh, no. This
Question mark.
is scaring me. No. Did you hear back from Tony yet?
No, I'm thinking
something.
I'm thinking he locked himself out. He doesn't have his phone because it's in the room, so he's down at the front desk or something. I
don't know. I'm sure there's a story in here somewhere.
There's definitely
when we get him
got
back
to
on
be
the
a
air.
story. Anyway. I was very concerned about Tony, and I took him off the screen because he's not back. I guarantee you he got locked out of his room.
I don't think you're wrong, because that makes sense. But how far away is the lobby? Of course, the New York hotel, it could be one of those ones where you got to wait a while to get up to the...
And he's just sitting in line. I don't know why I find this so funny, but it is.
Well, it's funny
to me.
if he comes back with a funny story.
Yeah, like
it's
I locked
not
myself
funny.
out.
It's not funny if he fell and hit his head somewhere
Well,
and we don't know where he is.
Of course,
That's not funny.
Of course, that's not funny.
He's obviously not with his phone because he hasn't gotten back to us.
Has Tony locked himself out before? Not during the show, but I'm sure he has at one point in his life.
Of all people, Tony would certainly seem to be one who would do it.
Oh, August also says, Clinton said, got to use the key card for the elevator too. So maybe he's just stuck.
You can't even get down? No, you don't need the key card to go down.
Okay.
You only need those to go up. You should be able to get down to the lobby to say, hey, I locked myself out. In New York City. But if we do, can you go to the Padre Hotel and knock on Tony's door? We don't know where he is still.
No.
Still hasn't come back.
And I turned on
It's been 20 minutes now.
I know. Now I'm starting to get a little worried.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
What
happened?
I don't know. I would call the front desk of the hotel, but I have no idea where they're staying.
I don't know where they're staying either. And when you sent him a text and said, is everything all right? We have not heard back from him. He is still not back in his room.
I bet you he is standing in line in the lobby as we speak.
Trying to get his key back.
Someone said text Jesse or Dave. And
it's really not a bad idea. Maybe at the next break, though.
Yes.
If we get to the next break, we got to text those guys so that they can go make sure he's okay. Because I don't know where he is. It's crazy.
Dave Marcus is probably the one to text.
We'll text Dave.
Because he's, Jesse could be doing anything, but Dave's always there, ready to go.
You're trying to say Dave has a ho-hum life and he'd just be sitting around waiting for a text, whereas Jesse might be busy? Is that what you're...
Dave's been doing this job for like 30 years. I don't think the what is the word I'm looking for? Never mind.
All right. Well, there's certainly an explanation, but we don't have it yet.
Text Scan. I don't know Scan well enough to text him.
We're going to text Dave if this gets to the top of the hour, and we still don't have a Tony Gwynn Jr. sighting. All right, do we just go to traffic like it's normal behavior time? I mean, it just seems weird.
We got to move on with the show.
Show must go on?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we're going to do the good, the bad, and the really, really weird and ugly next here after traffic. All right, it's with less enthusiasm than usual that we embark on the good, the bad, and the ugly for week 2, Scrape.
I'm going to try not to worry too much.
I'm going to try not to worry also. I'm not necessarily the worrying type.
I'm not either.
But, I'm intrigued now at this point. Like it's with this long pass to Devontae Smith.
He's back!
Helped put him there.
Hold on, he's back, everybody!
Stop everything.
I literally, we went to commercial break. I laid on the bed, and then I just fell asleep.
I never even considered it.
Tony, you care to...
Tony, I don't know where Tony went.
Because Tony...
I see the corner of his room.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be back shortly. Harbaugh.
I'm not sure where he went. I might text him to see if he's okay here in a second.
Hope he didn't. Yeah.
Did you think he fell in the shower or
Well, I hope he
something?
didn't meet with foul play.
You think he met with foul play in our commercial break?
I don't know.
I mean, he is in New York City. So.
He's in New York City. It could be. You never know.
All right, we'll just go forward.
We're just going to go forward without Tony. I'm sure he'll rejoin us when he gets a moment.
Everybody stare at that box in the top right corner because it's just the.
Gwynn and Chris rolling through the happy hour on this Wednesday evening. I'm getting ready to get on over to San Diego State. Aztec women taking on Tony Gwynn Jr.'s Grand Canyon Lopes tonight.
No, not Tony Gwynn Jr.
Not yours. Your
Michaela-
daughter's, though.
Michaela Gwynn's.
Yes.
GCU
Your
Lopes.
daughter's on your way to the elope. They're not the antelopes, right? They're just the lopes.
They're just the Lopes.
Huh.
I go figure.
Interesting.
So
Wait, they do this? This is their. That's the wolf pack.
No,
now it's now a lope.
Now it's a lope.
I thought
Depends
this
where
was like also the TCU horned frog.
No,
or
that's
whatever.
you got
I just did something wrong on my hand.
Careful, Braden Surprenant. Careful. All right, but obviously coming up this weekend, it's NFL Wild Card Weekend. A lot of fun, and we've been getting you ready for the games in several different ways this week. And I thought today we'd do a little history as we get set for these 6 games. And we start out with the first game on the board, the Rams and the Panthers. Second meeting all time in the playoffs between these two teams. I don't know if either of you remember the first, but it was a
Rams.
classic game. It was in 2003, so it was a little while ago. But
it was like the Steve Smith Rams.
It was.
Or Panthers.
It was. The Rams were still the greatest show on turf.
They were on the backside of that.
They're on the backside of it, but they were favored at home. They were down 11 in the fourth quarter. The Rams came back. Marshall Faulk scored a touchdown. They kicked a field goal, and they went to double overtime. And you've probably seen this play before, but in the first play of double overtime, Jake Delhomme hit
Smith.
Steve Smith on a slant, and he just broke through.
Oh, Jake Delhomme.
And the game just ended so suddenly because they'd been battling in overtime and back and forth.
Talk about a great pickup for
Yes.
fantasy
I
football.
was just about to say,
I won a
Jake Delhomme-
championship that year.
Jake Delhomme
The
got
only
hot.
reason we know Jake Delhomme's name is because he was a fantasy stud.
Shout out to my pops, man. He was the one who's like, hey, man, look at a Jake Delhomme,
Yeah.
Steve Smith combo. I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
Those
wow.
and he hit it
Gwynn
out the
Senior.
ball.
Well,
Hit it
one-
out the ballpark.
One
Yeah.
team that didn't notice or hear your pops was the Rams because they didn't cover him, and they were out of the playoffs. That's the only meeting ever between these two. Next up on Saturday night, two of the greatest franchises, right, in NFL history, the Packers and the Bears. And they've only played twice before in the postseason.
Wow, with
Would have
like
never
100.
You would think
guessed
there'd be a
that.
lot, right? The first one was, I remember I was there. I had 50-yard line seats. 1941 for the first game. I don't remember much about that one. But a lot of people may remember the second meeting. It was the 2010 NFC Championship.
Aaron
It was in
Rodgers.
Chicago. Aaron Rodgers didn't really have a great game, threw 2 picks, but did score on a touchdown run. But it was the Packers defense that knocked Jay Cutler out of the game after 80 yards passing. The Bears had to finish up with Caleb Haney quarterbacking. Can you imagine putting your Super
Who's
Bowl
Caleb
hopes
Haney?
on Caleb Haney?
No, I
I
can't.
remember the
You don't
Hanky. I don't remember.
You remember Caleb Haney?
I don't remember Haney.
Yeah, well,
No,
you
me
remember,
neither.
yeah, Haney. Anyway, Packers win 21-14. B.J. Raji, forever in the hearts and minds of Packers fans, sealed it with an 18-yard pick six. And that was the year that Rodgers would then go on to beat the Steelers and win his only Super Bowl. On to Sunday's games, Buffalo, Jacksonville. And you would think these two...
This is going to be a doozy of a game, I think.
It really should be a very good game. Josh Allen, so hard to stop. And you would think through the years, if these teams had played twice, which they have in the playoffs, that Buffalo probably won. You'd be wrong. Jacksonville won both meetings, and one of them was in 1996. This was only the second year of Jacksonville's existence, but they had a running back that day Charger fans may recognize. Natron means business. 175 yards for Natron.
I recall it was raining too. So
it was a rainy day in Buffalo. Well, what else is new in Buffalo in December?
Good tackle.
Mark Brunell had a good game.
Oh, Mark Brunell.
Yeah, Thurman Thomas scored a couple times for Buffalo. But when it was over, Jacksonville had upset the Bills 30-27 in the first playoff meeting. The second playoff meeting was in 2017. You talk about a yawner in the wild card round. Jacksonville wins that rather 10-3. Blake Bortles throws the touchdown pass to I think a backup tight end. I've never heard of this guy, Ben Koyak. The only TD of the day.
Is that the year that they ended up beating the Steelers and going to the AFC Championship?
Yeah, I think so. The Buffalo quarterback that day, Tyrod Taylor, in a losing effort.
Dang.
All right, next up on Saturday, Scraby will be getting ready.
Sunday, you mean?
I'm Sunday, right. Second game Sunday. Eagles, 49ers. Let's talk about the first playoff meeting first, because I think you'll enjoy this one better.
How many times have they played?
Twice. 1996, 49ers shut out the Eagles 14-0 in a wild card game. Steve Young touchdown run and a pass to Jerry Rice. The 49ers should have shut them out in this game, as Ty Detmer was the Eagle quarterback that day.
This was year before McNabb.
Yeah, they didn't have anybody really. If you can name the leading rusher for the 49ers in that game, Scraby, you're the greatest 49er fan of all time.
Was it Hurst? I was going to say, is it Garrison Hurst?
Former Dolphin Terry Kirby. I don't even remember him being with the 49ers.
I remember him being with the 49ers.
He had a nice day that day.
I think Garrison Hurst came after 96.
Yeah. Anyway, 49ers won that one. I don't need to remind you of the second meeting, Scraby.
No.
Christian McCaffrey, 0 for 1 passing in the game. They didn't know what to do. Remember, they brought him in at quarterback
for them to do.
And then they said, well, all right, we'll go with Josh Johnson. So they brought Josh in after Christian McCaffrey.
Well,
that's how low they thought of Josh Johnson.
It created a rule. Now you're allowed to have a third emergency quarterback without it counting against your roster. Because that's the reason they didn't have a third quarterback.
Did you realize, I'm sure you didn't, but Brock Purdy was 4 for 4 to start that game.
I know.
Before he got knocked out.
Yeah, and then the referees gave the Eagles.
That was the whole conversation leading up to that game, was could they protect him?
Could they protect
him?
And
no, the answer was no. Devontae Smith caught a pass that he actually didn't catch down the sideline.
In the first drive of the game. And I'm sure Miles Sanders didn't really score 2 touchdowns.
No, he didn't.
Pretty sure Boston Scott didn't run for a touchdown either. Boston Scott. Sorry. It was a long day for you.
When Brock Purdy tore his arm up, I knew it was over.
Well, everybody did. 31-7.
We all enjoyed it, though, very much.
We did. The Eagles won that NFC Championship in 2022. All right. Then the Sunday night game, and this has got to be saved for last around here, as the Chargers take on the Patriots. This is going to bring back mostly bad memories, of course, for Charger fans, the playoff history between these two. But the Chargers did win the first one in 1963. It was the AFL championship, the only championship the city's ever won. The Chargers won that day over the then Boston Patriots, 51-10.
Nice.
A great running back by the name of Keith Lincoln scored 51 fantasy points that day, 200-plus yards rushing, 123 receiving, and 2 touchdowns. Chargers win then. But in 2006, unfortunately,
we have to talk about it?
Well, there's a few things about this game that I didn't remember. Chargers, of course, lost, and everyone remembers only really one thing: Marlon McCree, Cree fummeling the ball.
Poor guy.
The Patriots, that happened with 6.5 minutes to go, and the Chargers were up 21-13 after Troy Brown forced the fumble, got the ball back. Brady ended up getting him down for the tie. Chargers got a possession, went 3 and out. Patriots went down. Gostkowski kicked a field goal to make it 24-21. Chargers had another possession after that.
They didn't do nothing.
Phillip Rivers drove them down. No, Nate Kading missed the field goal.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't do nothing.
Right, yeah. 54-yard chance to win the game or tie it. And, of course, none of that happened.
I think being the most accurate kicker of all time is a jinx on yourself.
Well, Nate Kading
always bring that up
when it mattered.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Fans.
These guys, Luke didn't miss a field goal all year from that distance, and then he misses that
one. The jinx was on. The Chargers and Patriots. Chargers and Patriots.
Things get a little tight.
Yeah, they do. What part of the body gets tight there, Tony?
I think the backside.
Does it rhyme with Beckham?
Mackay Becton? Yes, it does.
Indeed, it does.
Chargers and Patriots would meet one more time in the AFC Championship game, 2007. In this game, you couldn't blame Nate Kading. He made 4 field goals, but that's all the Chargers got.
Is this the LT on the bench the whole game thing?
LT was on the bench.
In
He
his
was
Darth
pouting
Vader
in the
mask.
Darth Vader. That's a great remembering, Scraby.
Well, because he was just sitting there with his jacket on, and everybody's like,
What's he
are
doing?
you playing, or what are
Yeah,
you doing?
He didn't. Brady threw touchdowns to Jabbar Gaffney and Wes Welker. But what I remember was that the very end, Chargers were down 9 points. They had the ball on the New England 36-yard line and punted, which you would never see now.
I don't remember this.
They punted, and New England ran out the final 9.5 minutes. The Chargers never even got the ball back.
Yep.
Wow.
21-12 Patriots.
That's a brutal way to watch a game.
Isn't that?
It was brutal.
LT was there to see it all, unfortunately. That was his
And
darkest
Philip Rivers
moment.
did tear his ACL and play
He
on
played
it.
through it in that game.
Yeah.
He sure did.
He didn't tear it in the game. He tore it before the game, and he still played.
He sure did. The other matchup Monday night, Houston and Pittsburgh, that will be their first playoff meeting. So no history lesson there. And there you have it. Getting you ready. Tomorrow, everybody, we break it down. Our picks for the playoff wild card round, and we will tell you who we think the teams will be in the Super Bowl. Who are the 49ers going to play, Scrabe?
The Jaguars.
Okay, well, you'll have a chance to make that prediction tomorrow.
Robert Saleh to get his revenge
Against
Liam
Cohen?
Yeah.
Oh, because he threatened to kill him, and you think he should get revenge after he threatened to kill him?
Yeah.
Don't worry. They'll be playing by themselves somewhere at home.
They'll be playing with themselves?
Yeah.
Look at Scravy.
I'm sorry, what? It just hit me.
All right. Playoffs are this weekend. Of course, we got a little more to go on the program. Michael Flicks in the studio next for you high school basketball fans. Stick around on Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Coming up on Thursday, we'll send Paulie and Woods off to Fan.
within the next 10 minutes at 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize. 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padre game with all the fan staff later this season. Catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Remember to register your name at 973thefan.st.com/biggest fan. Edgar Zaragoza, you got 9 minutes. Go. All right, let's check some traffic.
Tick, tick, tick.
And then Michael Flicks.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danek.
Still a few problems out here, guys. One of them is this crash on the Mira Mesa Boulevard on-ramp to southbound 15. Now, further south on the 15, got a crash partially blocking the transition ramp to westbound 8. That's a tricky spot. Also, an accident on or near the Telegraph Canyon Road off-ramp, southbound 805. 3 or 4 vehicles involved there over to the right shoulder. I'm Kelly Danek with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, indeed, on most Wednesdays, this segment is dedicated to the high school folks. And joining us is our weekly guest, Michael Flicks, handles all of the high school hoops. One of, I think of a few great people who cover the game here in San Diego. Michael, how are you, my friend? How was the holidays?
I'm doing well. The holidays were good. Christmas was good. Happy to be in a new year. Excited for the new year. I'm doing well. I can't complain. How are you?
I'm well, man. 2026 is off to a bang. And I got a chance, because you kind of advocated, and I hadn't really been there since actually playing in it. I got a chance to get out to the Holiday Classic. I saw DeMatha from Maryland. I saw Mission Bay play. I saw De La Salle play. I saw a team out from LA play. I think I saw a little bit of Francis Parker too. I know you were at that tournament. What was your thoughts on the tournament as a whole?
Great tournament, as always. Great tournament. The San Diego teams were impressive. The tip-off night was a really exciting night.
That was the Francis Parker, Torrey Pines game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Torrey Pines, who have been a little rough to start the season for a couple reasons. But they, had a 3 at the buzzer to knock off Francis Parker, who at the time was the #1 team. And since then, they've really kind of been riding that momentum. They got some big wins in the actual Torrey Pines Holiday Classic tournament, and they've been playing well. My
takeaway from that tournament was that I thought there were a lot of good teams from San Diego. There were a lot of good individual players in some of the other teams, but I thought the San Diego actual teams overall were pretty strong.
Yeah, we did well. The San Diego teams, when I say we, the San Diego teams did well in every division, whether it was the American, the national, the governors. Like, we did well. Olympian went really well and they're really far in their bracket. So did Santa Fe Christian. We had teams really playing well.
So as we start to move towards league in the high school season, give me your top 10 teams you got as we start to roll into this part of the season, because prior to now it's been pretty much preseason type stuff, whether it was the tournaments or some non-conference games. Now we starting to move into the games that really count for these teams.
For sure. So my top 10, I got Santa Fe Christian at #1. They only one loss on the season, and they haven't lost to a San Diego team yet.
So their loss came from out of state.
Yeah.
Or out of city at least.
Right. Well, I believe it was out of state during the Holiday Classic. Okay. So I got Santa Fe Christian at #1, Victory Christian at #2, Mission Bay at #3, Francis Parker at #4. Even though honestly my 3 and 4 could probably be swapped. I got Madison at #5. Olympian at 6, La Costa Canyon at 7, Mira Mesa, who I'm a big fan of Mira Mesa right now. They're playing some good basketball. Mira Mesa at 8, San Marcos at 9, and Cathedral Catholic to round out the top 10.
Now, Olympian, they've moved up in this. I don't believe they were in your top 10 last time we had this, which was maybe a month ago at this point. What have you seen from them that has moved them up the ladder a little bit?
It's just the way they play, their defense, how fast they play on offense. If you let JJ and Tristan get to running, they're gonna beat you. If you let them fast break, they're too fast, they're too skilled with the ball, and they finish at the basket.
They do finish. For some little guards, they finish.
Yes, and if you let them get to running, they're gonna get in transition and they're gonna score. And number 11 for them. I gotta always do. I said I wasn't gonna do it. They got a shooter on their team that if you leave him open, he's gonna cash it out. He's Matthew Huertas.
Matthew boy, he had it this time.
I got you, Matthew Huertas. So yeah, along with Tristan and JJ, Matthew's helping them with the scoring. He's had a couple games this year where just off knocking down 9-10 threes, he was their leading scorer.
I mean, we got those two guards. They're gonna collapse the paint. You're gonna get some shots.
100%.
Is Mir Mason new to this top 10?
I don't think so.
Okay,
you
had them in there early.
Yeah, I believe I had them in there earlier. They Tim Dorn, they got a 6'7" senior. He was there last year as well. Tim Dorn, who once he made when he takes the floor and makes it up in his mind that nobody's gonna score while he's near the basket and he's gonna get every rebound,
he's dangerous.
Super dangerous. They win. And then Diego, who's their best player and their leading scorer, he is a cookie monster on defense. He can steal the ball from pretty much anybody, and people have a hard time taking the ball from him. He's the point guard. He's got a real tight handle. He finds open shooters, and he finishes really well around the basket. I really like Mir Mason. I think they got a real chance to do something.
Now, I haven't got a chance to see Francis Parker play. One of their coaches I'm real cool with, Tito, is on that staff. But you said 3 and 4 could be swap. Mission Bay, Francis Parker. I saw Mission Bay, and they have a very even squad. And what I mean, there's no one player that seems like is way better. They just all play good ball. They press pretty much the whole game. They get up and down the court. And they got down early in the game to De La Salle, and their composure. It was almost like they had been there before. They got back into that game. They ended up winning that game against De La Salle. I think it was the first game of the tournament.
Okay.
But they were impressive, man. They were a really well-coached team. Well-coached team.
That's a shout out and a tribute to Coach Marchand.
Yeah.
He's a fiery coach. He's real animated with the way he coaches. He demands excellence, and he demands perfection from his players. But from what I've noticed, and I've been covering him for as long as I've been covering San Diego basketball, not everybody can play for a coach like that, but the ones that do play for him, they're
dialed in.
They're dialed in, and it ends up being like good for them after basketball as well. Like the way they're able to handle a coach like Marchand, handle adversity on the court while handling.
You're definitely gonna deal with that as an adult once you get done playing with it.
I like it. I was actually just telling somebody not too long ago, like I understand why if like somebody wouldn't want to have their kid play for a coach like Marchand, but I would absolutely send my son to play for Marchand.
Now, what makes those teams so interchangeable with Parker and Bay?
They're both really talented. They both play the right way. They both have shooters. They both can knock it down from deep.
Yeah.
The reason I want to say I think I could put Francis Parker ahead of them is because I think Francis Parker could probably beat them head to head, and they have just a little bit more firepower.
Yeah.
But they're very similar to each other, I'd say.
All right. We had a few games yesterday you wanted to kind of highlight, maybe some of the games from beyond yesterday, but Santa Fe Christian is the first one. Before we get to that, Michael Flicks joins us here on Gwynn and Chris, handling our prep high school basketball segment. What is it? What was the game like watching Rancho Santa Fe get after it yesterday?
Well, I wasn't at the game. It was Santa Fe Christian.
Santa Fe Christian.
They're 16-1. Like I said earlier, they haven't lost to a team in San Diego yet. This game that I wanted to talk about because I haven't been on the radio since he did it, and it was a really big
during
deal.
the tip-off class.
Yeah, during the tip-off.
Okay,
yeah. Dax Hall had 42 points.
We keep hearing that name
against Cathedral, and
it was that name.
Dax Hall. He's if I had to have a vote for Player of the Year, it would go to him right now.
Already,
he's averaging 28 points, 18 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting 63% from the floor, and 44% from the three-point line.
And he had a 40-piece
at a 42-point
game particular tournament
against Cathedral. Yeah, it was. And it's funny, like when you talk to different coaches that coach against him and different like players or even just fans, they're like, I don't understand how like he's 6'1", he's not very fast. Like I don't understand how he just does what he does, and he doesn't need to be fast. He has a strong handle, he has a strong frame, and he knows where he wants to go, and he doesn't let anybody stop him. So shout out to Dax Hall, man. If I had to vote for Player of the Year, he would get my vote today.
They were the number one team. Victory Christian, 13-4. They're building some good momentum, huh?
Yeah, they've won 7 of their last 8 games, the last 3 of which came out in Arizona in the Nike tournament. And DJ, I'm about to do it again. DJ, and Jaden Gray. They had them up, and then also they have another player. I think I spoke about him before. His name is Isaiah Owens. You'll look up at the end of the game, and he'll be their leading scorer with 20 points, and they don't even really run plays for him. He hustles. Whenever there's a 50-50 ball or a loose ball, he gets every rebound. He gets every loose ball. He's one of those energy guys that every coach will want on their team.
Those type of guys are so valuable on your team because they don't slump. They are always playing on that motor. Jalen Virgil. That was the young man who hit the game winner against Francis Parker, correct?
Yes. And it was really big for a lot of reasons. He's a transfer, so it's his first year playing for Torrey Pines. And prior to that, I'll just say they've been having some issues all getting on the same page. And it seemed like that shot kind of brought the team together. He hits the shot. Of course, everybody runs out. They're jumping on him. They're hugging him. They're running up to my camera like, "We're number one. We run the city." And it seemed like
they love seeing you there, so they can do something like that.
I love telling people. I love when I come in the gym and I'm like, I usually get there during warm-ups, and I love when I see the kids warming up, and then when they see me there, they start doing more stuff. And, I'm like, I love seeing it though.
The layup line can get nasty when you show up. I'm sure.
For sure.
You said you wanted to show some love to LaCosta Kane, and I know before
I'm all ears.
He couldn't even get in his seat right before I finished that.
Yes, LaCosta Kane, they're 13-5. They have wins over Mira Mesa, Victory, Christian, and Carlsbad, all teams that are in the top 10.
They go to my stomping ground on Friday.
Yeah. They play at Poway on Friday at 7:30.
Wow, the Battle of the Greens.
Yes, I plan on being at that game. That's
gonna be playing some good basketball this year too.
They are.
I think they won one of the. They ended up winning one of those. Was the governor? One of those brackets. They ended up winning in that holiday tournament.
They did. Poway's playing some inspired basketball for sure. I'm liking it.
I might have to make an appearance.
As I say, both of y'all should come out to that. We should make some content of it.
Lastly, not lastly. We got Olympia. We kind of went over there, Marshall. So we've already done them.
Yeah.
But Madison is a team that is also in your top 10. They sit at 5. What do you got on them?
They've started the season hot, and they're still playing well. They've unexpectedly for me anyway, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They've lost to Cathedral Catholic, and they just lost to Olympian. They'll be looking. I'm pretty sure they'll get back, with all due respect to University City. I'm pretty sure Madison will get back on track on Friday against University City.
That's a conference game right there. Yeah.
And Madison, their best player, RJ Miller. I'm a big fan of his. He looks. I mean, he actually played football this year, but he looks more like a football player than a basketball player. And he's just like, nimble feet. Knows how to use his frame, has soft touch around the basket. I'm a big fan of his, and a big fan of the whole team, Madison team.
I'm sure it hasn't changed in the 26 years since I've been in high school. It's never fun to play against football, dude. You are going to get you're going to be beat up by the time the game is over for sure. So, Michael, great job, man.
Thank you,
we appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us on the top 10. We do this every Wednesday during the high school season, or at least until I have to go to spring training. We do it. But Michael's did a great job. He'll be back next week. Michael, we'll do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do it. All right. We got about 5 minutes left to go in this. Should we play the Dallas Braden thing now?
Why not? I just closed it, but I'll get it back open.
Dallas, as I was kind of laying out, lays a good argument out for the Hall of Fame voters that are holding this line of PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, that I think kind of blanketed the 90s era baseball. And he brings up a good point in terms of if you're going to hold that line, you need to go all the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry this audio is going to jump in, but Instagram's really hard to control on the computer.
I don't do that part. That's in your realm.
Here we go. Dallas Braden.
And taken on the responsibility or the job of trying to identify and investigate who these players that are in the Hall of Fame that were alleged PED users. Wouldn't that be a feather in your cap? Like, wouldn't that be the hill that you want to plant your flag on? If you care so much about the sanctity of the Hall, why not go and identify those guys? Why not make that your life's work to clean up the Hall? Because if that's not something you want to do, and you're falling back on the excuse of, well, I didn't have a vote then, and I do have a vote now, and so this is how I'm going to approach it moving forward. Well, that almost seems like a lazy excuse and a way to absolve yourself of the responsibility of protecting the Hall. So I would almost ask, like, hey, reel it in a bit. Don't go so hard on defending what this is all about.
Yeah.
If you might not be willing to do the dirty work to clean the Hall up.
I love it.
And the reason why Dallas is saying it, I think his point is that he knows that they won't want to do all of that work.
Of course.
They only want to stand on this particular issue. And it's robbing, I think, guys like Don Mattingly, who was never accused, never tested positive. Gary Sheffield, same thing, never tested positive, but he's in that era. And so I think he's being, some of those guys are being, and never mind the fact that Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player to ever lace him up, not in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens, one of the best pitchers to ever do it. It's kind of crazy to me.
Dallas Braden always says really smart
I
stuff.
love Dallas.
He's got good taste.
Dallas is not afraid either. He definitely going to tell you off top how he feels about
because
something.
We know that baseball writers, Hall of Fame voters are very protective over their name and their image. But Dallas is right. If you're going to keep these guys out, then you need to make sure
filter
that the Hall's
out
clean.
the whole thing.
If the Hall's not clean, let these guys in. It doesn't make any sense that that's the case. I never even really considered going back and checking into guys. But how are you going to figure that out, though?
The investigative power is probably there now compared to what it was.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
You really can't.
I was gonna say,
you really can't.
Oh,
really
look at this guy. He
looks like he might have had something.
His
in
head
system.
grew 2 sizes overnight. He's going to.
I don't know that it would be tough to do it, but at least if you made the effort, you could stand on this. You could stand on 10 toes on this particular situation.
Yeah, if you go and investigate, clear guys, then you know what? You have a clean Hall of Fame.
Let me ask you, man, what you got for your extra hour?
Oh, gosh. Why are you putting me on the spot?
What you got for the Scraby Chronicles?
Actually, I'm going to go through some of the audio from AJ Cassavell earlier.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes, and I'm also going to talk about
it's always a new audience.
It is.
It's always a new audience.
The Las Vegas Athletics are having trouble with their trademark.
Well, I as much as I, hate on Mr. Fisher, what is going on? Why can't he get the trademark? Someone already has it?
No. Well, that last dive bar, they were really involved in trolling him. They were the ones who claimed it.
Did they really?
But there's been some development since then. He's trying to get the trademarks, but Las Vegas, or the trademark authority, is saying that it's only geographic. And you can't, because athletics is too broad of a word. So they don't own the Las Vegas.
Did they not get the trademark in Oakland?
I guess they did, but for some reason, I was just reading an article preparing for it, and they were saying that, hey, you can change some things up, you can meet our regulations, and we'll help you with this. But they're going
to make them work.
Hey, it's not easy. Nothing is easy for him.
Back at it again tomorrow. Scraby Chronicles up next. What do we have tomorrow? Do we have a No, I don't think we do.
I don't know either.
Enjoy the Chronicles up next.